Hello everyone, and welcome to Ready City Crits, Curse of Strahd. When we last left off, the party delved deep into one of the vaults in the Amber Temple, discovering Vampire, a dark vestige that Strahd had made a deal with. They also found several other dark vestiges down there, one of which Max took the boon of from Zadun, the Corpse Star, with Esmeralda putting forward a theory that might just save Barovia from the mists and stop it getting locked in this cycle. With this risk assessed, the party then continued venturing on exploring the Amber Temple, but breaking their agreement with the Arcanaloth. He and the Amber Golems ambushed the party as they entered one of this large, wealth-ridden chambers. Maximilian fell unconscious during this fight, and as the Arcanaloth was finished off by, I believe, Esmeralda, the party now all stand around each other. Lux and Callan staying back, away from the immediate danger. The Berserkers had surrounded Max, and where it looked like they were going to move for the Arcanaloth, just seconds before Esmeralda finished her final strike, their axes were lifted and hefted and about to come down on Max's currently unconscious body, potentially killing him. But as the Arcanaloth dies, the concentration broken on the charm spells, they come to holding their axe. They will look at each other confused, and they speak in a language you don't understand. And we are still technically in initiative, just in case there's anything anyone would like to do. Esmeralda will enter turn there, seeing as the current threat is dealt with. The Berserkers again will do nothing. But Lux, if you want to do anything, you do have a turn. Max, I believe, has been stabilized by Callan, but he is still unconscious on the ground. If there's nothing hostile we're going to take, then we can drop out of initiative, but I'm just going to do a full, like a finish off the round, essentially, just to make sure.
Well,
So Lux.
I wouldn't take any hostile action.
Alrighty. The Arcanaloth is dead.
I'm okay.
Callan, anything?
I would call out to the Berserkers and sort of beckon them to move away from Max. It's
Sure.
potentially a persuasion check or performance to move him away.
Yeah, you can take your pick. Again, at disadvantage because the language barrier. Just to see how well they understand you. Oh yeah, they get the gist, and you see that they begin to like step back from him, like you've told them he is some sort of ticking time bomb. Seeker, anything at all?
He looks at Max, he pokes him with his talon on his Hey, he is sleeping. He then shrugs and stays there just on the lookout, just in case something else comes their way.
Yep. All right, then we are out of initiative. Esmeralda will immediately kneel down to Max and just check his pulse and just do a quick medicine check, just to garner she can work out how long he might be out for without healing. And she'll look around like, that got a bit too close, but he's alive. And I think she really looks at Lux and Callan, and like her eyes like narrow slightly. She's like, mind explaining the lack of support earlier, or was that something we were going to talk about later?
Would be nice.
It might be best to talk about it now while our small friend is asleep.
She touches like his pulse, does like a quick like lifts his eyelids and like just like, you know, probably brings like Max's glaive was like lit, wasn't it, Buddha, by you?
By spear.
Is the spear. She really takes the spear, like she like hovers it over the iris back and forth. She's like, he's unconscious, but he'll come around in a couple of hours, maybe 3 or tops. He's taking quite a beating. And she like inspects like the wound and stuff. It's like, but he'll live.
I mean,
Berserkers will
I
back
don't
up
think it'll...
to probably this room that you guys were in before, and they'll probably like start looking through the piles.
Secret was just do like a side eye, like.
You could always kill him. He always wants to get a new body.
We could, but given the number of deals he's made since it last happened, we don't know how he'll come back, or if he'll come back, and I couldn't have that on my conscience.
Very true.
Agreed. Too risky.
I saw it happen with my brother, where he came back, and I've seen a similar thing with Max, but it's hardly a pattern I'd want to trust someone's life with. Particularly as we're likely to need him and his fighting ability over the next couple of days.
And even that power he just accepted. We're going to need that if we're going to try to save Strahd's soul, I guess.
So
Exactly.
it seems.
So while he's out, I don't know if you want to explain, Lux. You're more effective than I.
Basically, I was not going to help because I made a Gias with the dead Arcanaloth. And I did not know the effects of if I chose to fight him, if it would affect me, so I chose to back off. A deal was struck between me and him, and I had to make it because it was between Max or us, and I chose us.
That's a powerful spell. I don't even think if you wanted to, you could have attacked him. You're effectively charmed, but she looks at the body. Gaius last about a month, even with the original caster dead, unless we find a way to remove it. Something like remove curse or greater restoration would do, or something more powerful, to my knowledge.
Yeah,
Well,
so
it's
still
good
feel the
job you know
effects on me
remove
now.
curse, isn't it, Lux?
That I do.
You could cast it later tonight,
That
or you
I do.
perhaps just do it straight away to avoid any. Yes, let's.
Complications.
Indeed.
I mean, it's the start of the day. I'd rather not waste my spell slots just now.
What was he pushing for?
I mean,
out of curiosity.
to make sure Max doesn't leave.
Exactly. For Max not to leave Barovia and return with us, which during our brief conversation overnight, which Lux woke me up for, I could certainly understand what he was saying and why. It seems as though his entire purpose is to prevent the dark powers from extending their reach beyond the mists. And that was why Lux entered into the gas, and if I wasn't the one casting the tiny hut, it would probably have been me instead.
Indeed. Well, that is something to consider at least. She'll return the Seeker. What do you think?
He shrugs off. Makes sense. The dark powers should be contained here. If killing Max was the option, I'd agree in a heartbeat.
And if you recall the conversation yesterday, Max himself realized the potential consequences of taking these gifts, where he asked me to continue his legacy back on our home plane. It's almost as though he's foreseen this eventuality somehow and has made his peace with it.
Indeed. I was thinking more on the Strahd concept. If we resurrect him successfully and bring him back as mortal, if we can confirm that the mists have gone and the claim on this land is gone, I think it's best we then immediately kill Strahd von Zarovich. Although not a vampire anymore at that point, he is still not a man to be trusted. His knowledge is alone could be dangerous. Whether or not he's afflicted by a dark vestige or power anymore is irrelevant, I think.
I agree.
Well, I think we've completely wiped out the Amber Temple's defenses now. So, and there's a lich with no power. So, if we let him live, he can just come back and make more deals.
Exactly. That's what I'm worried about. Or someone else finding this place. I wonder, the Arcanaloth probably had some kind of failsafe. Maybe we could, I don't know, Seeker mentioned this place has had an avalanche strike it before, if we could bury it again, but
Yes,
it seems that this
I
place
was.
naturally finds itself being discovered over and over again. It's just a matter of time.
And the sarcophagi be destroyed?
Well, there was one room, if you recall, where the 3 sarcophagi had been destroyed. It's where we encountered those creatures that looked as though maybe they were adventurers before. Perhaps that was their plan, and by destroying the sarcophagi, they became these warped shells of themselves. I wouldn't want to wish that fate on us.
True enough.
Also,
May-
the Lich mentions that the sarcophagi contain the dark vestiges. Breaking them might release them, not destroy them.
Sealing the temple away seems like the best option. Like before. At least it's
Well,
something.
The question, I suppose, is how? Do we try to bring it down from destroying supports from the inside? This entire place has withstood many years of having golems living inside it. Goodness knows what else. Fireballs blowing up, and there's hardly a scratch on the place.
Disrupting the stone face outside above the entrance, perhaps? I'm not sure, like, if we know, or I don't know how the entrance looks like. If some like a fireball could knock a,
Have
a
you ever
large.
seen like the Petra?
No.
So the Petra, it's a carved into like a wall, like a mountain cliffside. If you Google it, you can see it's very much like that. But this is on a cold mountain, not a desert mountain. So like yeah, there's definitely a buildup of snow and stuff that you could. It wouldn't take much to cause an avalanche here, like on Mount Gakis. Definitely not.
Cause an avalanche with an explosion or something similar. If we can do that,
we could always ask ex Dante. I think that's his name. You know, the man, the Lich. Maybe he'll know.
Yes. I was going to jump in to
Maybe.
correct you if you'd pronounced it wrong, but I think that's about as close as any of us have got it.
yeah.
Better than I can manage.
Since I just think we shouldn't. We'll probably mention that some of us killed the Therion. Otherwise, he might take that
Look,
very unkindly.
I mean, yes, killing him. I fail to see the good outcome that could result from us telling him that we've killed his friend.
I
Maybe
Exactly.
a powerless
I'm saying
glitch,
we'll
he
just
may
try
still
to-
have retained some of his powers. We don't really know.
People don't take too well to their friends dying. I heard.
Well, that's certainly
Exactly.
the truth.
But then again, actually, this temple might not be completely defenseless since he likes to make flaming skulls. But nonetheless, he might have knowledge of this place on how to bury it slightly.
It may be callous for me to say, but I don't think Exodanta is ever leaving this place. So whether the entrance is buried or not, I don't think will matter a jot to him.
Agreed. He seems like he will be here after us for a long time.
So I suppose the next step is to get Max here up, perhaps explain to the wild men here that we're burying the place from the outside, because the last thing we need is for them to try and dig their way out and then tell everyone what's here.
Indeed.
How did they get
Okay,
in
so
here past
I-
the flame skulls?
I imagine it was just pure numbers. If you throw enough at a wall, some will stick.
True enough. I
So-
forgot that once before.
so shall we just? I guess I can heal Max, and we can look through the piles of gold, see if there's anything else, and be on our way, I guess. Unless
I don't
you
know if it's
want to
worthwhile
most
us
definitely
checking
speak
out.
to Delvenar.
I was going to suggest maybe that before we wake Max up. That one seems to have the most hold over him, doesn't it? That's the one that's drawn him here and driven him.
I could try touching it again, or you can, or we can all. We can all touch it together.
I think they mean the one in the other room to the northeast.
Yes, the one with Max.
Yes. I think we should probably have Max's input on that one. Besides, I know he's small, but he can be. Yeah, it's weight to carry around.
As you say that, about like a minute or so pass, and Max shrinks back down to his regular form, still unconscious and still stabilized, but this
Well,
giant small
that
hold.
helps.
Let's get them up then.
Well, technically his weight wouldn't change, would it? He'd just turn into like Mr. Puff and Fresh, bigger but the same weight.
It would be harder to carry because it would exert more force on you.
Getting big enough, he'll be less dense than air, so he'll just float like a blimp.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He's smaller, but same weight. Therefore, it's going to be harder to carry. Was it?
Yeah,
Or
he still has like these weapons
or am I
and stuff.
misunderstanding basic physics? I think I am. Am I?
He's still like
Basic physics has no place in 5e. Let's just agree.
Yeah,
he's still got like a very chunky like halfling. So
he's a chunky lad.
Chunky, he's swole. He's swole.
Let's drop 50,000 someone with conjure animals instead.
he's taller than the average halfling, let's say.
Callan's gonna look to Lux, look to Seeker, and to Esmeralda, the Dex-based fighter, look at his own arms and be like, I know he's small, but is anybody here particularly adept at carrying heavy things?
Not me. He just does his like flex, and it's like this twig of an arm.
I just like blasting things.
Yes, we've noticed, and we like that very much about you, Lux.
You go blast, blast.
I tell you what, Seeker, do me a favour, let's carry him up to the corridor where we saw the cracked tiles. If we do it together, it'll perhaps spread the load.
Should you want to check out the piles first, or
Yeah,
leave them for now?
We probably should. These two look like they're particularly eager to take what they can.
They've like dug through one of the piles and they've pulled out a few like things. They are assessing things based on usefulness and not like monetary value. You see them like throw aside things like you know, like probably like uncovering like, you know, a crystal ball or like a marble vase and just like useless, and then like making their way around. They are very interesting things like swords and shields and armor, and as they pick it up, like they like wave it around, like hit it off the floor. These things are so wrecked with rust, they just like turn onto dust almost. A lot of them.
Also, there was the hole in the floor in one of the first rooms. The one with the ladder?
Yes. Do we recall seeing any holes in ceilings on our way around?
Yeah, the flame skulls in
It was that one, wasn't it? Yeah.
There was a big hole in that roof, yeah, and it would line up.
That was it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just thought that we wouldn't have to be there yet.
Sorry, Callan had not a lot to do with that room by choice. Yeah, so Callan is going to probably have a check in the gold piles to see
what pile would you like to search?
You could give advantage, just
he will go to, I think the top left one was searched already, or it started to be searched, wasn't it, by Max before. He'll go to number 1 first, because it's the closest to where it was.
Lux will try to go for number 4.
A quick assessment. I mean, there are like 9 rusted shields and 3 rusted suits of plate armor. They are worthless. They are completely ruined with time, unfortunately, in the cold, damp interior of the Amber Temple. There are, digging through, you find a child-sized sarcophagus made of black wood inlaid with gold. You also
Look,
find 30
Mount-
50 gold piece gemstones and 17,500 copper pieces loose. So I know we don't play encumbrance usually, but like obviously this is a treasure hoard. So
Yeah.
The
50
sense
coins.
element of it.
50 coins is about £1, just as a note.
We're just gonna put it like let's put that in our pocket, all that spare change and all.
So yeah, 50 coins is
If we
about
have
I don't really
pockets like
carry
that,
anything, but
our
I'm not
trash
carrying
will
stuff
be on
there.
the floor.
it's about £350 worth of copper, like coins.
Callan's going to say a little prayer to himself and he's going to open the sarcophagus.
You open it up.
Against all my metagaming judgment.
You open it up, Callan, and you remember back whenever your younger sister was born. She was so small and little, and you remember like being there in the bedroom after your mother had given birth, and after it had been cleaned up a little bit, you did get a chance to hold her, and she was so small and so just precious. And you see her there in this coffin, dead, her neck slit, eyes just staring at you.
Hey.
And you like recoil back instinctively and like almost like throw the sarcophagus back on the pile, and coins like ting 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 like scatter across the place. And then you like look, and like everyone else, you look, there's nothing in there. Callan, you look back and it's gone.
You okay, Callan?
No, but let's just keep going. It's fine. This
Drugs.
this place is fucking with my head and I don't like it, and it's not like we have a choice. So let's just press on, shall we?
Very
I don't need you
well.
asking me if
I
I'm
would
okay all the time. It's fine.
I shall look for
He's going to
powerful-
leave that pile alone completely.
Cool.
Secret route to 2 in the meanwhile.
Sure. So if you begin digging through, this pile is made primarily of silver pieces, probably about 12,000 all in all. Again, more rusted and ruined armor, 5 suits of ring mail, and 6 rusted breastplates. There's 4 rusted great swords kind of like dug in here. And like this pile is like kind of like piled in the back of a gilded chariot that must be worth a fair bit. Like it looks very well made, like gilded with gold. And kind of sticking out the top of it, there's a silvered rapier with a pink glass hilt as well.
He would try and grab it, knowing
Yeah,
that
pick it
some
up.
of them.
You mark that, you got a silvered rapier with a pink glass hilt. It's very light, very well balanced. The silver hasn't rusted due to its composition.
I can't use this. Anybody? Callan? Now that you don't have the sword, or will not have.
Yes, I was going to say that might be a useful replacement when I need to use a rapier. Yes, I'll take that and
You'll just hand it
take
over. Here you go.
Yep, I'll save you guys, the trouble of saying you're digging through each one individually. Pile 3 is mainly electrum pieces, each one stamped with the profile of Strahd, which Max already kind of half dug through. There are 75 empty bottles, a trunk, which whenever opened is filled with 6 fine dresses and gowns, probably worth a fair bit of gold each. 10 pieces of jewelry, again, worth probably a good bit of gold in this rotted wooden chest that Max nearly got open before the golem attacked him. And 8 painted ceramic statues of various saints, each worth, a fair bit, but they're heavy. They're like 50 pounds each. They're not light by any means. Pile 4 contains is made up of a pile of iron ingots, weighing nearly 3,000 pounds in total. You see several holy symbols of gods from various worlds, about 30 in total. 12 copper chalices with silver filigree, a gilded skull with red garnets in its eye sockets, 8 warhammers and 6 war picks. Pile 5 has 9,000 silver pieces, again all lying loose, 6 crystal balls, a bronze crown of tiny gem-eyed dragons for spires, a life-size wooden pony is like submerged underneath all these coins, and 6 marble vases as well. Again, very, very heavy, weighing about 100 pounds apiece. And the final pile is pile 6, which contains 7,000 gold coins, 15 iron pots, each one filled to the brim with copper pieces, containing about 1,000 copper each. again very heavy. An obsidian scepter with gold filigree, which is probably worth a fair bit. Some rusted helmets, about 11 in total, and 15 thin leather-bound tomes, all of them signed copies of a storybook called Snow Dwarf and the Seven Whites by Nitch Rakmi. Lux, a quick detect magic. Nothing in this room is magical.
Oh wait,
Okay,
I'm
I
right.
will go.
Gold coins in pile 6 appear to all be made of wood and are painted gold. The touch doesn't, any inspection there, you realize they're in true nature.
Okay. With that, I will cast Cure Wounds on Max, so he wakes up.
Beautiful.
Secret, like, pull out one of the gowns or the dresses. We could take one if we go back to Krezek ever.
They're not wedding dresses,
will-
but they're very fine. They probably would fit someone of like Esmeralda's stature.
Perhaps
I would-
Callan's gonna take one of those in case he ever needs to disguise self, and he'll look towards Lux like, you disguise yourself, don't you, Lux? Let's
Yeah, I
let's,
would.
let's
I
find,
would
let's
probably
find
immediately
something
take-
that matches.
No, I'll take 2 of each. How many was there? Sorry. How many was there? Sorry.
There are 6
remember
fine
the first
dresses
one.
and
How many
gowns.
Yeah.
So 6 in total. They are
I'll take 2 of each.
dress stroke gowns. Sure.
Oh god.
Callan's just taking one.
Cool. Yeah, you can note down. They're worth about 25 gold pieces each if you want to get like a monetary value tag with them, just so I don't have to look it up later. Max, you find yourself awake on the cold floor in a pool of your own blood as Lux like stirs you, and you see they've kind of been going through the piles of treasure in your unconscious absence. But the Arcanoloth is dead in front of you, kind of like where you've been left, and as are the Amber Golems.
What happened?
Wakey, wakey.
You went for a nap. Good day.
You got hit
Max
by a
will look at
pretty
that-
powerful spell. But you're
Max
fine.
look at he's gonna look at the Karlov. Karlov's dead to the floor, and then looks at Lux, and he kind of gets very close to Lux, and it's like, why? Why didn't it help us? We need.
I did.
Lux was charmed
No, he
by the
didn't.
Arcanoloth. He couldn't help even if he wanted to.
Yes.
Should tell the truth.
Hey, you can insight check if you want. I will roll to see how she does, but
Could Secret give advantage by just agreeing with the story?
she's fine. She doesn't need it. I mean, she's telling the truth, Max. Like, yeah, Lux was charmed, and even if he wanted to like help like with the Arcanoloth, he couldn't. Just
Max
due to the
tries to
nature of
squint
the
his eyes a little bit. Okay.
I helped
I'm
you
sure.
now.
I'm sure if you were just, I'm sure if you were in your, with the sane mind, you wouldn't have done that, my friend. I trust you.
Yes.
Mhm.
Of course.
No, you wouldn't do anything to harm your allies.
Of course not,
No.
Max.
Max.
Wouldn't think of it.
Callan will very quickly move the conversation to the loot they found,
I'm gonna search the Karlov.
Beautiful.
and he will suggest that we take the gems and jewelry and, of course, the gowns that we've already kind of pilfered, but leave anything else, no matter how much we think it's worth.
Was there any gold, or was it just a painted gold, like bronze?
There was no gold pieces, but there are wooden
Okay.
coins painted to look like gold. The most valuable coins you came across were Electrum, I believe.
Electrum.
Yeah.
Would we possibly want to take some silver just in case? You know when it comes in handy, and apparently it's quite hard to find here.
Could be useful
Did
if
we
you want to
find
get
any
any more
silver?
weapons silvered. Yeah, there was a couple of piles of silver.
Indeed.
Like 9,000 gold pieces
Yes.
worth of silver.
Good idea, Lux.
Or not
It's
really
like-
silver pieces, sorry.
Is it like 100 silver to get weapons silvered?
Yeah, pile 5 was 9,000 silver pieces loose. And pile 2 was 12,000 silver pieces loose.
Yeah. So maybe we can silver Max's glaive since he wants it like that so much.
True.
If he still
Yes,
wants to
let's
use it.
take-
Max
let's
had-
take a
Max-
few- let's take a few hundred silver.
Yeah. Well, how much? Like 100 coins is £50 or £1. How much
50
does it
coins is a pound.
There we go. So, 100 is £2. How about like 300 coins?
Sure. Yeah, we've got the capacity for that.
Yeah, Secret would be.
Yeah,
I
that's only like
said-
6
I mean, and I-
pints. Very, very easily done.
Yeah,
Secret would be,
I also don't think that we need many silvered because we've got Esmeralda's weapons. She's also going to have the sun sword. I've picked up a silvered rapier. You've got the staff.
Yeah,
We've got the
I've
spear.
I've got
I think
I've
it's
got like
only really
904.
the glaive and the great.
Yeah. I've got like almost
And I
1,000
have a
silver.
staff.
yeah. I mean, to be
Yes.
I mean, also
Damn
like we don't
fucking-
need that much money because like all the possible places to spend money
Yeah.
are werewolf
I-
dystopia / destroyed. So
Right,
I
I
Max
really
gonna just-
wanted that.
You go
stuff.
through the Arcana Loft.
sorry.
You see he's wearing a pair of small gold spectacles with pink crystal lenses that are worth probably a pretty penny. He has a wizard spell book on a belt strap, which obviously is not very useful to you, but might be useful to someone like Esmeralda who casts wizard spells. He also wears a robe covered in various patches. One is a patch that looks like a bag of coins. One is a patch that looks like a door. One is a patch that looks like a ladder.
I know
One
what
is a
that
patch that looks like a horse. One is a patch that looks like a pit. One a rowboat. One a scroll, and one a dog.
Wow, I know what that is.
I know as
Okay.
well.
So do
Secret
I.
would have no
It's like,
clue,
oh, like Lux, come here. I found some items in here. Can you use your my best friend's magic eyes
though.
on
Your eyes are my eyes, you know.
because I trust you with my life and with everything I have, Lux. Because surely you never stab me in the back,
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
my friend.
No, Max, I would never do such a thing.
Oh god.
I'd only
I know.
heal you, Maximilian.
Right, and then I
Yeah,
get to look at the items on the
Yep.
kind of.
Yeah, the robe is
I'll
magical.
do
Max.
I'll take the book and I give it to Esmeralda as well.
Yeah, she'll take it. I'm like, I
I think I might be able to use this Esmeralda.
Yes,
A wizard book looks like.
I can actually study directly from this one. I don't even need to copy the cross. It's just a secondary spell book.
Oh, I have one too. If you want it.
You have a
Also, he
spell
said
book?
that.
Oh wait, we have the first one we found on the boy, right?
No,
Did we take it?
Luxus has it. Well, he hasn't found it on the board. We found it in his room. I took it. Yeah,
Dude,
I've been keeping hold of that since the start.
he's probably like,
So he's
Can
got sorry.
no. Can you now cast what he could have cast? What killed Max?
That might be a bit of a powerful spell for me. Things like his teleport spell, I could probably learn. A few other bits I could probably use.
Ah, interesting.
Time to expand.
Yeah.
the
So
realm.
he said just the cloak is magical, yeah.
Yeah, the cloak is magical. The glasses are mundane, as is the spell book. Apart from obviously the incantations inside.
Fine. Okay. I'll it's looking interesting. I'm gonna take the next short rest to study this better. Then I take the cloak
Beautiful.
and the glass as well,
Nice.
and the book I give us Miranda. And I was gonna take
Because,
500. Gotta take.
because,
I'm gonna take 500. What's it called Electrum?
That's gonna weigh 10 points.
Yeah, I can carry fucking.
Just remember how much you've
Yeah.
already got carried.
how much
as well.
Mitchum is there left?
I've got
Yeah.
1,000. Well, I am carrying 100 or 200 pounds. I can carry 285 pounds.
Yeah, then you're fine.
How much Mitchum is left?
After Max takes, how much did you take, Max?
Just 500.
Just 500. So then there is still 6,100 electrum left over. It's a big hole.
Neat.
I think I'll take.
I'll take
I'll take
500 as
1,000.
well.
I'll take 1,000. Fuck it. I'll take 1,000. Sorry.
Sure. Then Max, that'll be
I'll take.
100 points, I think. No,
I'll
20,
take 800.
20 points.
20 pounds.
Sure. Yep. So 800 will be 16 pounds.
Mhm.
As long as you got space for that, it's fine.
The only thing I carry are literally jewels, some holy water, and clothes. That's all I carry.
Right.
Fine.
Don't carry a shield. Don't carry. I don't think I even carry armor.
Yeah,
I'll
actually,
start with that.
we can change the settings on our sheets and then to make it count
coins.
Yeah,
coin
by all
weight.
means, you can do that if you'd like. Whatever's easier for you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's what I got at the moment.
Obviously, we
It
can't
tells
just be
me if
like,
I'm
I will
over-encumbered.
take all of this money and shit, because, like, you'll
Yeah.
not physically be able to carry it, unfortunately.
All right. Where's that?
Oh, fuck, how do I do this?
Hey, there we go. Does it use encumbrance?
Yeah.
Oh no! It's ignore coin weight. There we go. Yep. All right. Cool.
It's both, yeah.
There is a fuck ton of electrum pieces, correct? Still, or silver.
Yeah, thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
How much has
see-
Lux took 800 and Max took 1,000?
Yeah.
So
I took 500.
and you took 500. So...
Seeker would take about 300 silver.
Hang on. You can take 300
actually-
silver, yeah, that's no problem.
That sounds a lot.
I can still
Oh,
carry around £40.
When you mentioned the gems, none of them are like diamonds at all, are they?
The gemstones, they're only worth about 50 gold pieces each. They're not diamonds, they're just, you know, a varying cluster of them.
Oh.
We'd want to take those and the jewelry and stuff
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, so there's
Just
10
in-
pieces of
just in case.
jewelry. And actually, in the chest, in the wooden chest where the jewelry was, my bad, there is actually 500 gold pieces as well amongst with the jewelry.
Okay.
That is the only stash of
Yeah,
actual
we
gold.
did
You
that.
can split that. So let's split out.
between us.
125
I mean, there's
each.
5 of us technically. I mean,
Yeah,
technically,
Yeah,
there's 5
I was
within
thinking
us at
split-
Esmeralda.
So do 125 each.
Split 5 ways. Split
No.
100 each, including Esmeralda.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
cool. Yeah, 100 each.
Can't forget Esmeralda. Can't forget
bruv.
about Esmeralda. Really.
Esmeralda is the best.
Yep, she'll not
She
say no.
definitely carries
to
her
some
own
money.
way. Like, yeah. Well,
I was gonna say
There we
something. I
go.
forgot now. Oh, while this is happening, I'm gonna use second wind as well.
Sure.
Right. So, since we can't catch the little man that ran away from us,
13.
because I totally didn't want that stuff, shall we go back to the hallway where we first met him? Because I'm trying to right quickly look at the name again. Give me 2 seconds.
You mean
Go for
This
that.
is Mr. Exandanta, said there was a entrance upstairs, wasn't there? What, a hidden one?
Oh fuck! We had a letter, didn't we, with his name on? Could have tried to show it to him.
Huh?
Oh, did you show it to him before? No.
I don't think the list.
Did it have a piece of paper with his?
I don't think that would have particularly communicated anything.
Yeah.
That-
True.
I think it's only had 2 words on.
Say
Could be.
something. I think.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
it was say some, it was like write something or say something and then his name.
Can I check the golems as well? Maybe. I'll check both of
Yeah,
them.
the golems don't have anything of monetary value. They are just
Okay.
made of amber. They don't have pockets or anything like that to be rifled through.
Okay, maybe we should
So,
keep going past the library. See if we can find Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Unless if you want to go somewhere else
Past-
before.
Do we not think that the hallway to the east will kind of point up to the first hallway that we went to with the cracked
Yeah.
tiles? Do we not think
That's
that
what I
there's
said.
an entrance that way? Yeah.
Could
Oh,
be.
sorry, because I thought you said the hallway by Exodanta, which is in the northwest.
No, the Exodanta told us there was a
There's a
secret
hallway in the-
tunnel
Gotcha.
to go to Delvenar
Yeah.
in the east, where the lecture room is.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
I
go
didn't make
there.
that clear enough.
I presume we just have information, right? With secret the back, Callan,
Wait, why does this look different?
Because the Amber Golem smashed it up.
Don't.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
The Amber
Okay.
Golem had the discreet.
Should make our way upstairs.
So
Yeah,
same formation as before.
So we go this way.
Secret at the back, and we'll head up.
Should
those
we?
stairs.
Should we have Max at the front when he's that low? I mean, I don't mind.
Should we heal a
More
little
chance
more?
of him dying.
I would heal, but all I have is my words and not any touch healing.
We can go up
Ah.
front if need be.
I'm still very injured, but I still got a little bit of fight in me.
That's good and all.
Perhaps this might help. And he's going to cast at 4th level aid
Oh,
Ooh.
on him. So Callan, Max, and Seeker. You tend to take a lot of damage, don't you? Being in front and all. Come over here. So it'll be the 3 of them.
Beautiful.
That's how many hit points?
That will be 15.
Hey, so 79.
Esmeralda will flick through the various spell books and be like, I have learned many spells. I can now fly, summon balls of fire.
oh, that's good. Sounds
that
good.
is
What
good.
else?
I
What's the
can-
lightning thing he was using? I know that's you that used lightning.
I already have
Oh,
lightning
here-
bolts learned, yes.
Oh, about the thing he does with his finger.
Nah, that is too powerful for me to learn. It's called Finger
That
of
was-
Death, but I'm not
That really
powerful enough.
that really got me up twice.
That would be good.
So 8
That
minus
nearly got me
50.
too. That is not fun. I'm not
Here you go,
surprised.
Esmeralda. Here's this spellbook if you want, but I'd like it back. But you can read it.
If you let me hold on to it for now,
It
I
has
can
remove
learn from
curse.
it. Yes, I already know remove curse now. I learned it recently.
Okay.
Esmeralda,
Nothing.
more and more OP.
Oh.
I guess if you leave that spell book with
Just
me
feeding
for
it
now,
all.
I can use it and actually cast those spells, and I can give it back to you later.
Okay.
Again, my D&D
I
didn't
don't have the
crash for a second.
resources to copy them into my spellbook. I don't have enough chalk or fine inks.
My Beyond's also crashed. I wonder if it's an API issue or something on
Ooh,
their
might
end.
be.
My D&D Beyond is still alive, but you know how that can go.
It's fine when your country
That sounds
catches
good.
up,
You can
it'll probably
borrow
die
it.
too.
Bruh. Give it a year or two then, I guess.
20.
Bruh.
I'm not racist.
No.
No, I've got loads of friends who are racist. So yeah, we'll just have to remember because I don't know if it's when I'm trying to adjust my max HP or what, but
Yeah, of course.
I just added it as temporary hit points and Beyond.
Yeah, just
Bruh.
remember. If you guys just remember what you have, that's fine for me.
Yeah. 79.
Yeah. Esmeralda has a fuck ton of new
right.
spells.
Yep.
go on. Yeah, it's whenever I try and adjust my max hit point.
Yeah,
points,
me
it's fine.
too. Yeah,
Um,
it happens to me so.
Lux, how are you doing for spells and healing and things like that? Perhaps it might be better for you to heal, or we can both.
I have mostly
I think Lux's
myself.
internet might be shooting itself a little bit.
Lux.
My you know, it's the first start.
Do.
No. Ah,
Hey, it's much better.
Good eye.
right.
Good day, mate.
I have most of my arcane reserves, but you know that's because it's at the start of the day. So, but I guess
You
I
know
could
what,
heal someone if they need to.
Max, get well soon, and he's going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level.
Cool.
Oh, neat.
Roll it.
Nice.
I could take a short
Fine.
rest and get
That's
two
what I'm
back.
talking about.
Wow.
See, this is the thing. I'm not designed to heal people. I can do it if we're desperate, but It's not my thing.
It's not your nature, it seems.
Thanks.
I mean,
Seeker.
I've got a lot of
Just a lot
powerful
of triple
spells I
stuff.
need to cast later.
I have a healing kit if anyone is very proficient with it, but I'm not overly skilled.
Nor am I, unfortunately.
Don't look at me. Got 17 wisdom, and that's it.
Ooh.
Alright, then maybe we
Um,
keep going. Do we leave the berserkers here
Yeah.
for now? She like points to the savages.
Let's leave them, yes. Max,
Yes,
are you
I
comfortable being at the
mean,
front? I don't mind. I have,
Yeah.
I'm fairly intact after
I,
our
w-
sleep.
I would say perhaps we keep the berserkers around until at least we leave the temple and then we go separate ways. We don't know what lies ahead.
I'm not sure
True.
if they
Oh,
wanna go.
Encouraging them to come with us may be difficult,
Yes,
especially now they've found all the items and gold. Well,
I would say just
coins.
let them be. No.
I
Max is
agree.
gonna go here, like try to nod. Or no,
Yeah.
tell them to come.
Do your persuasion or performance check, just a flat roll for you, Max, because you're kind of already on side with them in a sense.
Other than them trying to kill you.
11. They kind of like look at you and then like point to themselves and point to like the ground. As I say, they'll wait here. And one of them points to their ear, same as before. Like they'll come help if they hear anything going wrong.
Max will be like, okay, suit yourself. The berserkers are not coming. They're too fascinated by the gold, I guess.
Probably looking for something useful.
Let's
Indeed.
go.
There's a lot of gold,
Agreed.
but to be
Let's
honest,
go.
this much gold seems a bit.
I mean,
Worthless
there's
in
a lot
this
of
land.
coins, but there's a lot of
We can't
coins,
carry
but not a lot of gold.
I
We
want to be able to
don't.
carry it.
We don't need it.
I don't mind.
here.
There's nothing useful there for me.
We
Go.
don't have it. It's not like we have anywhere to spend it here.
Come on, let's go.
Alright, Max, I guess.
Vallaki.
So you go back up the stairs.
Before he goes, before he goes, I'm just gonna cast light on his spear again.
I forgot
Or
to say,
whatever he's wielding. I don't know what he's
cast
carrying.
fireball when he's on his back.
Fireball.
I thought you was going that way as well.
You
It's
step
over,
over
Max.
Casimir's dead, ashen body.
Can I have a look? Is that have we checked his body already?
I
You
don't
didn't
think
get
so.
close to it last time because you're worried that whatever might have
Okay, so
reduced
Max
him to
gonna
ash.
as you come up the stairs, Max will just have a look, see if there's any
Sure. Let me
and
just
if his
check.
weapons are still anything else on him is still
Casimir.
useful.
Let me
God.
see.
Scoundrel.
You like
I remember
pat
when
him
it was what?
down.
When it was what? Sorry.
Make an investigation check, Max.
Can anyone help me search his
Can
body?
Callan help him?
Yeah, if Callum was to help, yeah.
Actually, Caleb, I think you're better than looking through things than me. Do you want to have a look? And I help you.
Sure thing. Yeah, help me out, and I'll cast guidance on myself and then investigate.
Sure.
Yeah, and I help him. Oh, yes.
Callum, you
Good
look
man.
through. It looks like he had a spell book as well, but the fire has destroyed it completely. In fact, most of his equipment and belongings have been wrecked. The only thing worth any kind of money you can see is a ring on his forefinger, his left forefinger. A silver or maybe even platinum ring, you think, with like rubies set into it. And Lux, if you detect magic, as Callan slides it off the like, burnt finger that like almost like breaks and turns to ash as he pulls at it. You would see it emanates some sort of magical ability.
Callum
Ooh,
would
that's
give
magical.
that to. He'd give that to Lux with the guise of, "Hey, check that out, won't you?"
I can give it a little. What kind of spell is it? What kind of class of
Identify
magic is it really in?
would be what kind of class magic? It's enchantment. It's an enchanted item.
Oh, enchantment.
Perhaps have a
What
rest
just
with
looks
it
like okay.
and see. It looks quite nice, and it's survived whatever happened
Okay.
to him, so it's clearly of good value.
Maybe once we
Hmm.
get a breather again, we can see.
Exactly, but for now we should press on.
Yo, but time is of
Indeed.
essence.
Yeah, and he.
I'll just keep it in my bag.
You guys continue moving
You know what?
on.
Now I'll like to put it on, even though it won't do anything. They just put it on.
Okay, yeah, you put it on.
As he walks past, he's just gonna pop his head inside here.
Yep.
See if there's anything clear. If it's clear, then he's gonna carry on the walk.
Quiet. Nothing strange or startling.
The illness is not there. Mm-hmm.
Not there anymore. He ran away.
Oh, there's some rebels in here.
Yeah, you kind of enter this room, Max, and you see the walls and the ceiling in the eastern portion, this bare stone room, have collapsed. To the west and south are open amber doors, and yeah, just nothing else in this room anymore.
Didn't they say there was a secret passage here somewhere? Maybe it's the next room.
I mean, I can have a look. I can have a look around.
Let's go.
I can have a look around.
Let's have a
I
look.
suppose it's best to check as we go.
Callum, make an investigation check or a perception check if you're going to be looking.
Yeah.
Uh,
Max, do me a favour and just kind of run your finger along the walls and tell me if you get any feedback.
Yes, we'll do.
Yep.
Then Max will help him.
Advantage.
Are you running guidance as well? Ah,
Yeah. 16.
16. Feel on the walls. You're pretty certain there's no invisible doorways here. Maybe there was once upon a time to like the east, but maybe it's been long covered over. There's still doors to your west though that lead onto this like black marble balcony, probably similar to the one you've been on before. But where the one you've been on before was crumbled, this one appears intact.
Max, just be careful walking over there. Just as you walk, try to feel and see how sturdy it is. I don't know how long it's been since something's
I'll go
walked
slow.
through.
Max gonna go like slowly, like kind of like on the edge like this.
Yeah. You take your time, Max, stepping through the stone. Like you're expecting it to give way underfoot at any second, but under your weight, it seems to hold.
Oh, so he is pretty fragile and like.
It's not like crumbling away, but like it's not. You're not under your weight. You're not
Sturdy.
noticing anything. Like
Just stay close to the walls and be careful. Take it slow, just in case.
Maybe one at a time.
Yes, perhaps, but we should. Last time, remember, we all were needed fairly quickly in that next room with the shrine. Callan will go next. He's going to cast guidance on himself just in case.
sure.
And he will follow the same path as Max, just edging along.
The edge
the
along.
kind of relative
Your weight,
distance.
Callan. Nothing seems to be disturbed.
Cool.
Who's going next?
I'll do the same.
Lux is fine.
Light as a
Esmeralda
feather.
will probably follow. She's also fine, leaving Secret to go last.
Yep, secret goes last as always.
Yep, and Toby fine.
The
No
safest
issues.
bet.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to go there.
Yeah, it's fine. You should be able to wall to yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna search as well. Let's do the
This
same search as well.
room is a bare stone room. You see a foyer to the west and a shrine to the east. 4 candlesticks lie on the dusty floor of the foyer, and in the shrine there are fragments of a shattered obsidian statue scattered in a raised alcove at the east end of the chamber. 2 empty pair of alcoves line the north and south walls of the shrine. It's almost identical in shape and layout to the one you had been in before. There's a set of double doors to your left as you come in, and if you want to have a look around, you can probably...
Yeah,
Yeah,
Max is gonna
Do an
help.
investigation check with
Go for it.
Max's help again, if that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Would Secret do a perception check perhaps if it needs anything in this context?
26.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you look around and you find a secret door on the northern alcove, which as you like push it, like and just opens up. It like steps back into the wall.
Folks, we found something. Let's
That is
get ready.
question mark.
Max will take his spear ready. But needs to be careful from here onwards. Everyone, let's go.
Should we try to be quiet going down here?
Yes.
Maybe Callan should go first and watch for traps. Perhaps.
Happy
Let's go
to do
stealth.
that, but yeah, let's be quiet. So yeah, stealthily.
Roll stealth checks.
Ouch.
It's alright. It's decent.
Oof.
And what's the march going?
Me and Lux just do a little conga in the middle. So it'd be Max,
Simmer.
Callan, Lux in the middle, Esmeralda Seeker.
Yeah.
It pains me not to be owned.
You step forward into this chamber, and you see a dusty corridor heads north, then bends to the east, descending a dark staircase. The air is thin but heavy with the stench of death.
Oh, I think we're going somewhere here.
Maybe.
down.
It kind of makes sense. It smells like this, considering you always resurrect. Wolf and the person resurrect.
Sika, keep an eye open for any traps, or if you can spot anything, let us know.
Of course.
Callan would be doing the same as well.
Sure. Perception checks then.
Not everyone, or just them?
Whoever's doing it on the front.
Yeah.
I'll probably let Callum do the perception now.
Oh, so I thought we were doing
six.
If we can walk side by side, we'd walk side by side. Me and Max.
Yeah, you can walk side by side. You should be on the lower levels now.
We've not got any light coming from us, so it's just grey rather than bright.
Yeah.
I'll try to.
I think one of us.
Ping you back in. Maybe I'll do it for you.
Hey, there we go.
Yep. 1 second.
Okay, so you continue forward.
Do I hear? Do I feel the presence like of the Delver now? Where's the miss closer?
The stairs descend this collapsed hall with a high ceiling and amber glazed walls. Rubble covers most of the floor, and a path through the rubble leads to an open doorway. A deathly stench seems to come from there.
Oh God, the smell! It's horrible.
I think we found a quarry.
Do I sense like the Delver now closer?
Yes, definitely. This is where you've been being pulled from into this chamber. This
is it, folks. This is where it is. Well, lights out.
Let us go.
All right, so Max, you step into the room, and as you kind of move yourself in there, this room has amber glazed walls and a floor of dark green marble. 3 amber sarcophagi stand in alcoves. 2 feral humanoids flank the door either side as you step into the chamber, and they look at you hungrily. And as you look around in a panic, trying to work out just how many of them there are, you see clinging to the ceiling and walls 5 more, and that's where we're gonna roll initiative, folks.
Hey.
5 more. Oh, by the way, everything is grey again.
Not on mine.
I have refreshed my roll 20 to try and fix that. I think.
Try refreshing your.
I just moved Seeker up to where approximately it would have been with the standard formation. That's right.
Yeah, that's fine. Max would have noticed him pretty much as he got to like here, probably.
Gotcha.
I still load it.
And S would be.
Oh.
There.
5.
Woohoo! Some ghasts.
A little bit of Gaston.
I fucking hate them.
Gas.
Actually, it might be alright. Actually, we are level 10.
Gas.
Gastomo.
Right.
Oh,
Esmeralda. And ghasts.
Oh boy.
Oh, they say they're crawling from the ceiling, coming down.
Climbing on the walls and ceiling, yeah.
They are all around. Beware.
I forgot to do that. I forgot what to do because It's a creature. My feet are pretty annoying.
I know exactly what I do, but it's fine. Just gonna cry now. Cheers.
Okay, so I've got Seeker, I've got Max, I've got Callan. Lux, I need your initiative, please.
Oh, sorry, my bad. My bad. Select
That's where Lux gets a
target.
20 on initiative the first time ever.
Nope.
+1.
All right. Callan, as Max kind of steps back, you see these creatures kind of like moving and shifting, and you suddenly realize the danger around you. What would you like to do?
He's going to check vision on the party, realise he can see everyone, and he's going to cast Spirit Guardians at... Suspense. Fuck it, 5th level.
Sure.
He's
Oh,
not
shit.
risking max.
Spirit Guardians is a 15-foot circle. Bing. There you go. These like figures of lost allies form around you all.
18.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, they'll make relevant saves on their turn if they need to. Are you moving
Yep.
forward, or are you holding your ground?
He's going to move to... let me just have a quick... I might just to move myself to see where I would affect.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, you can move to
So
see where
if I
you
mo-
inspect. That would get
If I
everyone.
move to there, that would get everyone, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No, he's going to stay where he is,
Sure.
so that if they want to avoid the Spirit Guardians, they
They have to
can...
retreat. Beautiful.
Cool. That'll be it.
All right, and your aid is still up. This is a note.
Mhm.
Max, your next to act. These ghasts are like just staring at you hungrily,
Okay.
and you see they have like where you'd expect them to have like they've got two normal eyes, and they have one other eye kind of like just in between the two eyes on the bridge of their nose, blinded by cataracts.
Oh, really? Interesting. Max gonna go large point.
Sure, go for it. You grow.
Here's the question. Sorry, I'll ask them. Play against this. Are these gas like? Do they all look the same, or do they have a different humanoid kind of structure to them, like a tabaxi gas, or I don't know. I don't know what gas are. So I thought those were cool.
The majority of them seem to be very familiar. If they were, tabaxi-esque or anything like that, their fur has long fallen away. Their skin is grey. Their features are like, their skin is muted, and their eyes are like,
Okay.
dull.
Yeah.
Alright.
I just wasn't too sure if they had
Yeah,
like
Max will-
towels or anything like that. Like some of them had towels.
Yeah. Yes, Max?
Yeah, and then Max is gonna just put his he's gonna put his spear away, and he's gonna
Sure.
attack with his great sword.
All right, yeah, the great sword comes out. You got two within
Probably the one.
reach.
Probably I'm gonna go the one that's next to Callum. This one here,
Beautiful.
north south.
Go for it. Make your attack.
Because that one can go past me. Okay, beautiful. Great weapon. So that
Okay,
is a
That will miss. That will hit, however, for a 28. As you bring the great sword down at the second strike, it's cleaving into this thing.
plus a 1.
Sure. Yeah,
With a
it's
9.
looking bloodied after that strike as you carve it in twain.
And that will turn.
Alrighty, it is now the gas turn. The gas you just hack into, you watch it before it can even make a saving throw. It's just bombarded by like the bodies of your allies. You even see like the form of Ismar cuts it down from Callan's Spirit Guardians as it just falls to the ground dead. The other ones.
Well, he fights better when he's dead.
Too
Savage.
soon! Too soon!
God damn it.
Funniest thing you've ever said, though. Oh,
Soon.
shit.
Damn.
It's not even wrong.
There.
They both take 18 damage.
Imagine if we kill this mark even before that.
And they are bloodied from the Spirit Guardians. They will then maneuver themselves to get close to Max. And Max, they're going to try to claw you These two. And
AC
my apologies.
18.
Actually, Max and Callan, could you do me a favor? Could you just do me a con saving throw each, please? Thank you. You'll probably be fine, but just I forgot it on their features. Yeah, you're both fine. Don't worry. There's a horrible smell of death coming from them, but you just like like you bring your hand to your nose to cover a massive smell as much as you can. 24 for 6, Max. If you do me another con save. Yeah, you're fine. The other one is they're going to claw you as well. Oh my god. So that's 18 damage total, and another con save, please. Yeah, you're good.
Nice.
The other ones will... How tall is this chamber? This chamber is 10 foot high, so they can't avoid the Spirit Guardians that way. They will scramble across the roof, though, over Max, effectively going above him, not leaving his reach, and they'll get within reach of you, Callan, attacking you from above. There's one directly underneath your token, and you can't really see him, but he is there. So they will also make wisdom saving throws as they enter. One will succeed, I believe, but one will fail. So that will take 18, and that will take 9.
My D&D Beyond crashed again. Fuck's sake.
9. And the last two will just rush in and engage Max, because that's just the way it is.
Wait, did he?
You're gonna roll the attacks on.
So my thing crashed. Did any of them attack Callum?
Not yet, but they're about to. Well, one of them succeeds, one fails. I'm just doing all the Spirit Guardians damage first, because.
Right, okay, cool.
Otherwise, I'll be here
So
all
my
day.
D&D crashed again. God damn it.
So, Callan, I'll do your attacks against you first. Both of them try to claw you. For a 23 and a 22.
Can I cut in with the 22?
Sure. Do me a favor, though. Make your Constitution saving throw against being paralyzed first.
Yep.
As you attack with the first attack, I want to use my reaction to attack one of them. Doesn't matter which one. Probably the first one. Probably the first one I attacked him.
Go for it. And Callan, then use your cutting words, and Max, use your attack.
Yep.
Great Weapon Master. Again.
Yeah, that will hit.
Plus 1d8. So that is
90.
20.
Will still hit.
Okay, yeah, so you're going to take
28 damage. So
23 damage, Callan, from the claws, and do me a secondary con save for the second attack. Callan, your body locks up as you feel this paralytic effect wash over you. You're paralyzed.
Spirit Guardians drops then.
Yep. That will actually affect the other ones. They will not have taken that damage then.
Oh yeah, so 28 damage on.
Yep. So Max, you bring this blade down and you actually cleave that one in twain and it dies. But as you kind of like rear back, you see the other one on the roof that's like attacking Callan from above. Callan just like as its claws like slash across him, Callan just goes still and unmoving and just like locks up as he is paralyzed. And Spirit Guardians does drop.
I just ask some questions. Can I ask a question? See, when Stitch now says when a creature attacks, I can use my reaction to attack back. So is it before the damage?
It's always triggers always occur after the triggering effect.
Oh, really? So he attacks and then does the damage and then okay, cool.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would say like before a creature attacks or something like that.
Like you interrupt the creature like counter spell.
Like shield. Shield is like in response to like being hit or something. You like can indicate it. I think shield is the only one that actually goes before an attack, to my knowledge. And Max, 2 more claws coming your way.
Yes.
Both shit.
Yes.
But the Spirit Guardians is no longer up.
Themselves.
That is the gas turn. Lux, you are up.
One moment.
Okay. Because the gas, is within 5 feet of me, so.
Yes, there is the one above Callan. Yeah. So make a con save against the smell.
Okay. Con save.
You're totally fine.
And I will step back.
Yeah, it will lash at you with its claws.
Oh
for an
no.
11 damage. I need
Oh
you to make a con
no.
saving throw. You're fine, but you do get cut slightly.
You can take the mobile.
That wasn't the dice. And I'll blast it.
Go for it.
I'll blast it.
You got a
I'll
clear
do all
shot
the
because
shots
it's on the
down.
roof, not on the ground, so it's very visible.
But
22 will hit.
22,
15.
50.
Will
Oh,
miss,
that's
yeah.
a lot. Good one.
Looks bloodied after that strike. The 14 will
14?
also hit. Boom, just like getting around the door frame.
Oh.
And it is
11.
clinging on for
Ooh,
dear
that's
life.
good
It
for a
is
character.
critical, but it is still... And it's like...
Oh.
As it like it goes for Callan again.
You need a bath. And then that's the end.
Beautiful.
Oh god.
Seeker, it's your turn.
Cool. He's gonna run towards the one that Lux hit. Which one was that on the map?
That's the
This
one above Callan. Callan and it are sharing a square effectively, but it's actually standing
So
on the
he's gonna
ceiling.
Go like here-ish and attack
Yep.
him.
Go for it.
Is,
Make actually you're fine. You're holding your breath. You come in. No, started your turn there. Yeah, it's fine. Yep, it's cool.
Just looking
for
if he can catch any in a good amount. Alright, so he's gonna hit with his quarterstaff.
Go for it. You bring out the Belthias staff.
Yeah.
Whack away.
Whack.
That will definitely hit. You bring it down and you just break this thing's neck and it falls just like Callan like dodges and Callan can't dodge out of the way. It just hits the paralyzed Callan on the head like as it falls from above.
After that, he is gonna move. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 50 feet, pretty sure. So that's it. Simple like this. This here. I need these two in a row to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Sure thing.
Just
You
gonna
do
look.
trigger an attack opportunity from one
Yep.
ghast.
Go ahead.
He'll try to claw you. 19 to hit. I think we'll miss.
That'll miss, correct.
Sorry, that was
then
supposed to be a dex save, so that should be a +3 on that, not a whiz. So that's
DC
15 and an 8, so they both fail.
So they'll take this much fire damage. 7 fire damage both.
Beautiful. Yeah, the
And then
fire walks over them.
He's gonna bonus action attack the last one, unarmed strike.
Go for it.
Whack.
Definitely hit for 11 damage. You punch this thing across the face and the wash of fire kind of like goes with your feathered strike. But yeah. Alrighty.
And then so we turn.
Good.
Stay away.
Esmeralda will move 5, 10. Rapier is drawn. She will go for the one. Rapier and hand axe drawn, sorry. She'll go for the one nearest to her. Wow. She hits with the last attack at least. The first two strikes just hit the glance off the corner on the wall that it's hiding behind. But her other one does strike. Her last strike does strike true. Callan, you are paralyzed. At the end of your turn, you can make me a con save. You're still paralyzed, unfortunately. Max.
Okay. I'm gonna go. So this one is the one I attacked before, yeah?
Yeah, they've all attacked you, Max. Most of them.
Oh, sorry. This is the one I've attacked earlier.
Yeah, that one is
it?
bloodied.
Okay, I'm gonna go for that one then. Okay.
They were
I'm
all
gonna get my-
injured. A couple are bloodied.
Right, great weapon on that one. On the north.
Go for it.
I'll
That
miss.
will miss. It hits the stone wall. However, that one does strike true, and you just cleave this like this long tongue unfurls from its mouth. You just chop it off and its head in one swipe. Yeah, and it
Go
falls
the
dead.
+5 the dice, and then I'm
Yep.
gonna go to this one here. South. Oh,
Sure.
is any of these injured already?
Yes, all of them are injured. The two stubborn ones are bloodied.
I'm gonna go this one then. Go for that one.
Sure thing.
My bonus action, obviously.
Yeah, can you kill one?
Oh, 25.
25 will hit.
Also, 25 damage.
And 25 damage. Yeah, you cleave that
And
one in half and
23
kill
hit.
it. Yeah. And that's your turn, Max. Was
And
is that this one here on the or the one below you?
I'll be this one. It said both of the south, both south said it'll be this one.
Cool.
No
Nice.
south. Yeah, that's my turn. Kill anything else.
Right. This one will move over the top of everyone, and it's going to attack Callan at advantage with a bite. This will be a critical hit.
I will use my shield, my reaction thing.
Beautiful.
That'll miss.
It'll miss.
Oh, okay.
The other one will go for probably Seeker because he's wash it with fire, and it'll try to claw him.
I want to use my reaction to attack him.
Sure. The one that attacked Callan or the one that attacked Seeker?
The one that attacked. I'm gonna say Callum.
Sure.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm sorry. The one that attacked Seeker's blood, isn't he?
Yes.
So yeah, so I'm gonna go for the one that attacked Seeker.
Sure thing. You wouldn't have used your reaction because it wasn't hit. Yeah, so that will still hit for 22 damage. You cleave that one in half. As,
28.
yeah, as it goes for Seeker and misses, you just see a break in its stance, and you slash out, and it just like falls over dead. There's only one left on the roof right now of the ghasts. Lux, you can just about see that one. It's got half cover at the minute, but you can scramble over the rubble if you wanted to get a good shot off.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. So, pop, and I will blast it.
Go for it. The first one hits the door, but actually knocks the door wide, and then the second one hits true. 12 force.
12. And that's the end of my turn.
It's looking injured. It's looking bloodied, actually, after that strike. Seeker. There's only one left on the roof over beyond the far side of Max. It's just tried to bite Callan.
He's gonna move up and he's just trying to like swat it off the ceiling, like when you're getting a spider off the ceiling of a boot. Just gonna down, on, down, and make two strikes and an arm strike.
Go for it. You'll have to move all the way back to the doorway.
He has 50 feet of movement, so
yeah, it's easily done. You'll move to here effectively for your attacks.
Yep. Oh, I for some reason I didn't see it on the map.
Yeah, it's like it's on top of it. Where Esmeralda is, it's like just they're sharing a space because it's on the roof above.
Quarterstaff. Hey.
Natural 20. You bring the strike down, crack, and it's just still standing. And then just before getting a chance, you hit it again, and it falls dead. And we are out of initiative, folks. I'm getting quite a bad echo from someone, by the way.
Not me. I can hear as well.
Might be
Not me.
Probably Buda.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we are out of initiative. So you all stand in this chamber.
I think there's a lot of them.
Well, now we have the stones.
Callan, your body comes back to you as the combat wraps up.
Oh, that wasn't good.
Are you okay, friend? Don't worry. I kind of like help him stand up before I go move forward.
Helping me out there.
Go, just doing.
He stands. He is fine. It seems.
It stinks in here.
Yeah, sure. God knows how long they have been in here.
Max, the stone to the east flares with darkness as you encroach, and all of you here in the room. My champion finds his master at last. I knew you were stronger than that last one. Half-blood.
Half-blood. Half-blood? What do you mean half-blood?
Half-human, half-elf. Yet he seemed to take weaker aspects of both.
He was very an interesting individual for sure, but he was still our ally and our friend. So, please be respectful.
Oh, my apologies.
Now you have asked me to come and seek you in the temple.
And so you had.
Now, can you tell us what happened to Strahd? Can you
Oh,
help us
yeah.
defeat Strahd?
Give me your hand, child.
I look at everyone. Well, this is what I came here for.
Yes. I don't want to be in the room when whatever it is happens.
Yes, I think it's better for you all to leave.
I will stay if allowed, in case.
Oh, is that one more here? Was that one more?
Oh, that one's dead. They're all dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was
Just
buried.
try to blend in with the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, Max could
Out the
extend
gap.
his hand.
Secrets stay unless told otherwise.
He'll be like,
Esmeralda will step out.
there's many things I want to ask you, as we spoke earlier.
I have many answers. Max, you touch the dark amber. Make me a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh, shit. There you go, folks. Max turns on you all. Sorry, can I my saving throw?
Please, yes.
At least you can't get in that one.
16. Max, this darkness encroaches on your hand, and it touches it. And where the other powers you felt this, like, almost like pull, this one you feel like a push. And but it's like an electric shock. You can't pull your hand away. You're stuck there, and this darkness encroaches onto your flesh, and you watch it like slither up your skin like a snake. As it does so, you feel just like horrible pain in your mouth, and like you cough and splutter. And Seeker, you watch as Max begins coughing blood and blood and blood.
God, pain.
And then Seeker, he looks at you. And Max's teeth that had all fallen out have all regrown. His sunken features still like remain. You see where the bandages that you've like helped him with, that physical ailment is gone, but his teeth have been restored. And Max, you hear in your head, "Oh, it feels good to slip into something more comfortable than amber." And you look back to the amber sarcophagi, and it is empty. There is no wisp of shadow moving in there anymore.
What have you done? What is this?
I am with you, like Vampire is with Strahd. If you wish to have a chance against him, you're stuck with me. At least for now, that is.
You see Seeker like raise his quarterstaff out to like strike Max. You still seem
Sorry.
okay-ish.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's like, you still seem sane, and he lowers his quarterstaff.
Did they hear when they talked to me? everyone else
They
hear?
can't. They can no longer hear Darvelnar, but you can hear it in your head.
Oh,
But you can speak aloud, and he seems to understand. He's like perceptive of the world around you.
how can you help us defeat Strahd?
I can
What's
give
his
you great
weakness?
power.
What kind of powers
Weakness.
have you given me?
The power of rebirth. You have already felt that once. Washed over you. Max, you gain a new character flaw. I will do anything to survive. Anything. Your alignment also changes to you're currently chaotic good, correct?
I don't know. I think I am.
I
Due
think
to
you
your
went
new
from lawful good to neutral good. but you're not.
Chaotic good.
chaotic good. Due to your new,
All the
very
way.
self-centered and self-preservative instincts, you are now, for all intents and purposes, chaotic evil. You will burn everyone you have made friends with to keep yourself alive. It's not like you're gonna start killing babies. It's just like you would not go out of your way to save someone if it's gonna risk your own hide. Everything you do, you do it for you.
Is that because of the spirit inside of me?
It's having an effect on you. You're sharing a body, a symbiotic
I will have
relationship.
I will give Cannon a look. And then
You
probably
give Callan a look, and he's like
then touch
checked
my
out
hand from where I
so
think he
hard.
is.
He's so unsure.
Yeah. So I'm sure he just like
He's
power nap, like,
disconnected.
now.
Unfortunately.
What is going to happen to me? What is going to happen to you after this Strahd is defeated?
Once we deal with Strahd and Vampire, it is very simple. I will find a nice corner of the Shadowfell to carve out my own little home. Barovia will be long lost, I imagine, by then. But so be it.
Well,
Oh no. What have I done?
It is okay.
Right, because you couldn't hear what I said, 'cause I think you DC'd. Oh, sorry.
Can't hear you, Callan. Just a note.
yeah.
Hey, can he hear me if I speak like on,
You
on my
can speak
mind?
in your mind, yeah. You think he can understand you.
I will speak to him in my mind. I don't mind
Yeah.
everyone listening. Everyone else listening. He goes,
Yeah, that's fine.
you told me. You tell me exactly where my boy, never remember is. That's the main thing. That's the main reason I came to seek you out. Now you have to complete your bargain. Complete your other end of the bargain.
You search for the boy in the city of Waterdeep. Raynar, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, that's him. My
Yes.
boy, is he alive? Is he well? Where is he? Whereabouts in Waterdeep is he?
He is being bounced around, unfortunately.
Who has taken him? Tell me.
Are you familiar with the Zentarum?
Yes. Yes, we are. Yes, I am. A group of mercenaries. Huh.
The Zentarum had him a while. Briefly, he touched hands with the Thieves' Guild run by the Xanathar in Waterdeep.
Oh no, this is worse than expected.
He is in grave danger, but the only way to get there is to deal with Strahd first. Then we can get him. Don't worry about that.
I will defeat Strahd. If you promise to tell me exactly where my boy is.
My prowess is limited here. All I know is that the Xanathar's agents on the Zentarum have him somewhere in Waterdeep. When I am closer, my eyes can see more, but I am clouded by mist right now.
That's good enough for me for now.
He lives,
I guess.
if that is what you fear.
Yes.
He
He's in
lives.
danger. So I must destroy this Strahd. If it's not me, someone else must save my
Yes.
boy and claim my name.
Yes. And Vampire must be destroyed, or Barovia will simply fall into another grasp of another Dark Lord.
That's what it takes to save my boy, and that's what I'm gonna accomplish.
Yes.
And then
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, quick question.
Mhm.
Seeker, as the only one in the room, would be aware what happened that Delvarnar went into Max, correct?
I mean, Max looks no different apart from the fact his teeth are back.
I meant
And
more
obviously the
like
sarcophagi is now empty.
yeah. It's
If
more like
anyone
he
else
made-
saw that, that would be very obvious to determine. But
So if he could make an educated guess as he was in the room, because
yeah, I mean, you watched the black figure go to his hand, and then you watched it like a tattoo, moving across his skin almost as it moved into his skull or his head, and then it vanished. Under the
double-checking.
bandages, you couldn't see where it went.
I just don't want to metagame or anything. Just want to double check
Yeah,
first.
and then just before he leaves, he's gonna go to Dalvernar and ask him how exactly can you help us defeat Strahd and Vampire.
My powers are not what they could be at the moment. I can bring you back 2 more times before I am ousted from this vessel. But whenever we destroy Strahd, there is much I can give.
Okay.
But you are strong. If you do fall in battle, coming back at full power, not once but twice, even Strahd cannot handle that.
See. Shall be it then. Shall be it. And then the guy just looks at Seeker but doesn't say anything.
Seeker looks at you. He just eyes you up and down, still holding his quarters up, visibly on guard. Just like, yep, if he steps closer, if he doesn't think I will attack, don't
He
speak.
goes, it's done here. There's nothing else for us in this temple. We must go and defeat Strahd. Let's go. And like I kind of go.
Before we
I'll
leave,
probably look at.
sorry,
Go ahead,
There
Lux.
you go.
no, he just out of curiosity touched the other two sarcophagi that are on the north and south.
You touch the north first.
Yeah.
Alright. You hear in your head, a mortal like you is normally limited to the ground. Do you wish to expand your horizons to walk on walls and ceilings? Spiders can do that. Why can't you then? The power is here to take. You just have to reach for it.
Interesting. Lays off his hand, moves to 7.
Oh, yes. Hello, darling. I am known as Xantras, the Kingmaker. They name me such because I hold the power to give you the influence and aura of a king. I can feel it'll do you well. But if you accept, never again will you surrender yourself to others. Your will shall supersede anyone else's.
Never been a commanding presence. Interesting, but no. And he lays his hand off.
Yep.
Interesting offers. Shame their dark powers.
I have so Callum will probably step in, hearing Seeker flapping about.
Yep.
And he'd probably be like, "Let's not. We've got enough baggage to take back with us. Let's not have passengers and more demons with us than we can cope with." And he would be more than happy to sort of head out the temple, kind of
Yeah.
half pointing towards the door.
Mac's gonna go to Callum's walk past. Say, Callum, it's done. Well, there's nothing else for us to look in this temple. Let's go.
What's done?
We have. Actually, Callum, come over here. Let me speak to you privately.
Sure. Let's do it like this, and he will cast message and point at him so that only the two of them can hear.
And then Mac's gonna go. I'm not sure what I've done was wise, Callum. I have touched the stone. I've accepted the gift of a Davenar. But now Davenar resides inside of me. Davenar resides inside of me now.
I thought you already had his gift.
I did. He said he could tell me. He gave me the answers for as I was seeking.
I have. Callan, you would hear it as well with telepathic link.
And he resides inside of me now, Cullen. He will help us beat Strahd, but it will come at a cost, Cullen. And the cost is I'm not quite sure what's going to happen to me after Vampire and Strahd is dead, but I'm scared that I could be the next Strahd. Not in Barovia, but somewhere else.
Let us take it one step at a time, okay, Max?
Yes.
Let's get out of here and let's head towards Strahd, and we'll see what we need to do.
However, Callum, remember the promise. I at least know where my boy Ranier is. And then Max tells him where he is, Waterdeep, and blah.
We'd probably walk and talk on the way out.
Yeah.
So that Callum
you guys
can
begin
sort of
heading
take notes.
out of the Amber Temple.
Pretty much like everything he's being told by the guy. He'll tell Callum, and just Callum.
Easily done. Yeah, you can pass on
It's
your.
been a while since we've seen this map.
Yeah. Be locked in the amber
So
temple
bright.
for a while.
Uh,
So bright.
okay, question, where the f do we go now?
As you guys leave the amber temple,
Ravenloft.
you step out and you see the cloudy skies of Barovia once more hanging over you. A light snowfall graces Mount Gacchus as you step out into the bitter winds and cold, exposed on this mountainside. You see the Tashinka Pass weaving before you, hugging the mountain all the way back down into the valley itself. The Tashinka Pass looming in the distance.
Quick question. Am I the only one whose Roll20 map isn't loading at all? Like, very
Just try
bad.
refreshing it, that's why I recommend.
I tried, yeah, I'll just reload.
Good thing we have the wagon. And Esmeralda will go over and begin unlocking her traps.
Maybe we can take a short breather before we leave. Who knows what we will find on the road?
I think my internet cut out at the point
Yeah.
where it's the time of the day again.
Maybe should
do
sorry.
Do we see anybody around? Any of the Dusk Elves? Well, not that, but that one, Dusk Elf. I can't remember his name.
A perception check, you would to spot anything, if you want to roll me that, or someone could roll it on your behalf if needed.
Yeah, if somebody could roll a d20 and then add 7.
Yeah.
Yep, can someone just roll that on his behalf?
Oh no! I rolled first.
I'll take the first one, which is a natural 1.
Help him.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
with the assistance for the 8, I assume Seeker would help. Then you can get a 15. You notice there are 2 sets of tracks leading away from the Amber Temple. One of them is a humanoid on foot, running. The other one appears to be a humanoid on foot very, very briefly. And then out of nowhere, horses' hoofs and hoof prints are left behind.
Mm-hmm.
And that figures footprints cease and are replaced with hoof prints.
Yep.
Interesting.
Maybe a short rest in case we find anything on the road.
If we're going
Yes.
to rest, we should probably do it in the temple as opposed to out here in the cold. It's much more exposed out here. I don't think that little fur and hide armor you have is going to offer much resistance to the winds.
If you give us 10 minutes, I can cast the tiny hut, and it's warm and comfortable in there. Although we did have a couple of short rests in the southwest corner of the temple, perhaps it would be good to do both, just in case.
The problem
I believe there was a quicker entrance in. I recall seeing a fissure to the southwest of the room where we first met the wild men inside.
Yes, that you kind of like look over, and it is very narrow. It's like 2 foot wide. Most of you would struggle to squeeze through that. Max could probably just about do it, but like it's tight.
We'd go through the indoor route, I think. Then just
Then you guys go inside, back to the kind of little area where the wild men you'd originally fought were there. Yeah, you can set up a little Liam's tiny hut if you'd want. Callan, you can mark it off, and you guys can be nice, warm, and comfortable. And you can take a short rest if needs be.
I want to spend my short rest. Analyze that cloak as well.
The cloak, yeah, of course. So if you spend a short rest from the so you can spend a short rest trying to learn its properties. You wouldn't attune to it in that time. You can definitely learn its properties. Luckily, this item it does not require attunement. It is a robe of useful items.
Oh, nice.
And
And could I do the same for the ring?
yeah.
The ring, again, you don't attune to it because you're not spending a short rest to attune, you're spending a short rest to learn its properties. This is a ring of warmth. When attuned to this ring, you have resistance to cold damage, and you and anything you carry are unharmed by temperatures as low as 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
E.
While we were short resting, Secret asked if he could attune to the Sun Sword.
Yep, Seeker can attune to the Sun Sword if he wishes.
Yes, Callum will pass it over.
Thanks.
He will just sort of spend a moment before just kind of being like, cheers, bud. Sorry for all the nat ones I rolled with you.
It kind of
and
gives
then,
you like a sense of warmth as you relinquish it.
Yeah. And then he'd pass it over.
Max, is a note. The robe, just if you want to note down this, the patches it has are a bag of 100 gold pieces, an iron door, a wooden ladder, a riding horse, a pit, a rowboat, mastiffs, and a spell scroll. I'm just checking if you get to learn what the spell scroll is or not.
Oh fuck! So it's not
Nah,
the one
you just
that's
know it's a spell scroll. It's not the one as written. It's already partially used.
Oh,
Your
so,
Crown Love had
okay.
already used
Fuck.
this several times. It's
Hang
not
on,
brand
let
new.
me write this down.
So, a bag of 100 gold pieces, which you can immediately rip off if you want to get 100 gold pieces. An iron door, which is the one you can place on an opening, and it fits itself into an opening. A wooden ladder, which is a 24-foot long wooden ladder you can deploy at an instant. A riding horse, which is just a riding horse with saddlebags appears. A pit is a 10-foot cube on each side you can place on the ground within 10 foot of you. A rowboat is a 12-foot long rowboat. A spell scroll, the spell you're not sure which. And the mastiffs, which are 2 mastiffs, will come to your just appear.
So 100%, 100 good piece, iron door, wooden ladder, riding horse, 2 mastiffs.
Pit, rowboat, and a spell scroll.
Quick question with the sun sword. If I
Oh,
have
Max. Yeah. Sorry.
just with the sun sword, if I'm proficient with short swords, I'm proficient with the sun sword, correct?
I believe so. That is in the
Yeah,
idea.
Yeah, it's one of the first bits in the description.
Oh, I just have to fix my attack bonus then on the weapon. That's all.
You might, if you attune to it, then that should fix it.
What's this scroll again? Sorry, what's this scroll?
You don't know what scroll it is because it's just a spell scroll. It doesn't say what it
Okay,
is
cool.
until you remove it, apparently. It's just a spell scroll.
Beautiful. Okay, noted.
Nope, still need to fix the attack bonus. It should be it's just a standard longsword, correct? With no bonus attack bonuses and the radiant.
It's a +2 longsword.
Yeah,
So
if you on your left hand side on your proficiencies, if you manually add a longsword proficiency by clicking the cog wheel on the left,
yeah, thank you.
that should fix it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Max, why don't you get the mastiffs? Max, come on, we can have a little pet dog.
Not now. We'll save them for later.
Oh, it'd be so fluffy.
Worst
Imagine.
comes to worst, we have supper too.
Lux will give him like the deadest look.
Seeker just looks at you genuinely. He's like, yeah. Like if worst comes to worst, we can eat the mastiffs.
I'm gonna remove this spell scroll.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it, and I need to do that.
You
Do-
rip
do
the
I know-
spell scroll out.
do
you
I know
look
what
at
it
it,
is?
make me an Arcana check.
Can I give someone to try to
Yeah, you can ask anyone
Identify
in
me.
your party to have a look instead.
I've got this scroll. Can someone try to identify this for me?
Sure thing, I'll have a look.
There you go. And I'll help him as
I'll
well.
help Callum.
Someone
I
help
was
him.
trying to help him.
Sure. Yeah, make
Sound
Arcana
water
checks.
My
Advantage.
D&D Beyond is just loading, so I know my mod. Arcana with advantage.
Yeah. I'm like,
There's
let's
guidance
see
as
what we
well.
can figure out.
22.
Hey.
I can have the guidance if you want. 24.
Yep. It's a scroll of Moonbeam. So not overly useful to you guys. Maybe if you're a druid, it'd be more useful. Alright.
I was like, maybe one of you guys can keep this.
Damn.
My heart.
I'll give it to Lux.
If only if we had a druid.
When you use a scroll, how does concentration work? Does it work as normal?
Yeah, it just means that you can cast it without needing material components.
I'll be honest. It'd probably be best for like Esmeralda, I think, because my concentration spells normally revolve around Beacon of the Hope or Bless.
I can't cast it anyway. I'm not it's not in my spell
Yeah.
list. It's specific for druids and 14 to spell.
I'll give it to Callum then.
Probably worth something if you want to sell it, but in its current form, unless any of us are planning on, learning how to turn into a bear, probably not advised.
Yes.
Oh, I know what that's like.
I'll give it to
That'd be
whoever
a
wants to take it.
mastiff.
Whoever wants to take it can take it.
Callan will take it. So keep it.
Right.
Okay, okay, fuck short rest, yes. How do I do this on Beyond again? I forgot.
So, are we exterminating the werewolves now?
How long does
you
that
want to
aid
go
last
to
for?
Vallaki?
8 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, 8
Hmm.
hours.
We could simply avoid the Vallaki. Just don't go in the town. We could even travel through the forest. It's a bit slower and a bit more dangerous, but compared to a town full of werewolves, I wonder how safe that is.
Easy. Maybe. Probably not.
Do we get Song of Rest, Callum? We should rest now.
Yep,
You do,
Callan
yes.
uses
I've used 3 hit dice.
yep, so you do get his Song of Rest.
D8. There you go.
So everyone gets 7, yeah?
Everybody gets 7. Knowing that, I would have only used 2 hit dice. Because then I'm healing 21 of my 23 that I've dipped.
So then you guys begin traveling.
Yeah. Wait, I'll quickly reconnect. Buddha's camera is fucked.
That's fine for me.
To be fair, it was struggling. I had to reconnect, so it's probably just a.
Discord being
Okay.
crap.
Oh, where do you all think we should go now?
Honestly, I to Castle Ravenloft. I don't see a better opportunity than for how equipped we are now
Perhaps
and
you're right.
what we know. Perhaps it's time.
Maybe we can finally accept that invitation.
Indeed.
Who has the invitation,
Although
by the way?
the invitation,
Not
I think
secret.
Callan has it.
There's a couple. I think you should have
It's not
2.
Lux. I think Lux has one, isn't it?
Callan's
Lux has
definitely
one
got
and
one of
Callan-
them.
Yep, you look for them. Those invitations
Mm.
are gone.
Yes.
Oh, of course they are.
I assume
Of course
we
they
may have-
are.
Sometimes when receives an invitation and repeatedly, actively, passively insults and destroys the plans of the one doing the inviting, it tends to leave a rather sour taste in the mouth. I can why Strahd perhaps has received the invitation.
Hear me out here.
What's this
How
here?
Oh,
about
this is going to be
the back?
okay.
Because if we go to Castle Ravenloft, we've just got enemies behind us which Strahd can summon to flank us. If we deal with them now, we don't have a chance to Strahd commanded them to come to us when we hit Ravenloft.
Ravenloft is also a fortress. You have to consider that it is a castle, defensible. Although
Most
Strahd
likely-
doesn't have a traditional army, he has forces to a degree. It will not be easy to simply walk in there and fight Strahd. It's going to be a. I've been there once before with invisibility. I managed to get by, but difficult, definitely difficult.
Didn't
Esmeralda, should we
Exactly. So
perhaps get Rectavio to come with us?
Van Richten
Van-
will not aid us in this matter any further. He is set in his way of awaiting Strahd's next hibernation in his coffin. He's old. And with his curse, yeah, he genuinely believes that
Fair enough.
what
What is
he
this here?
knows
And
is
the
the
EU.
best way.
What's that here? EU letter.
Hmm?
What's that there? The EU letter. What's that again?
That's
Go- go-
Perez.
Oh, the brand. Oh, yeah, that's where we almost fucking died.
Yeah.
Fucking.
The hermit says hello. Anyway, didn't you say you can teleport using the new spell book?
Only a short distance, 500 foot with Dimension Door, unfortunately, and I'd need a long rest to prepare that spell now.
Speaking of which, should I use the scry spell to find out where? I keep forgetting the name.
You can do
Irina,
it, Max.
Stella?
It's fucking, what's her name? Oh my god, the main girl. I forgot her name, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired.
Irina would be
Yes,
the name.
Irina.
Irina,
Yeah.
Irina into the pool or Stella the girl?
Irina to the pool. She uses
Well, we know where
the gift I was given to find out where
we know.
Irina is.
Yeah, we know where Stella is.
Stella
Let's
said
start with
she's an
this, Irina.
adventurer in Castle Ravenloft.
Hmm.
She use. I can use it 3 times and 3 times only.
If you
I will
believe
throw
that
it out there.
this
Strahd is very powerful, and I don't imagine he'd like prying eyes. If we know that one day is going to be the day we're going to fight Strahd, as many as those you have left, I would try to use on him.
Sounds wise.
It might burn through some of his resistances. He's a master vampire, after all.
that is
So-
very true.
But
just
by all
leave-
means,
let's-
perhaps
let-
looking
let-
at where
let's
Irina
keep it
is
trivial.
key.
Because we're not sure. Not even Strahd perhaps doesn't know where she is.
At this point, you're like kind of like loading up like Esmeralda's wagon, and she like opens the back door and like looks inside and is like, "Also, what are we doing about the stiff?" And she points to Ismark's body, which is not like frozen solid.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck! Forgot about him.
Burn it.
What were you taking him to?
Are we planning on burying the front of this amber temple because it may be we may be able to achieve 2 things in one here if we're looking to bury him. Alternatively,
I
we
know
could
you
try
were
to burn his
considering
body.
bringing him back and discuss potential of going to meet the abbot in Kresik, but we lack that wedding dress he wanted. We may need to go to Vallaki, acquire that first, and then go back, but it seems like it is a way up of time if we have it.
If we
I think we should.
if we do that though, we'll be. If we do go Vallaki, then Kresik, we'll probably possibly be gathering more allies.
I
Because
mean,
you don't forget, we need to return. We need to return the final stone to.
I
Um,
can't. Oh, it's true. We have
to. Give me 2 seconds.
Nanika.
The
Don't tell me.
Markovs?
Danica, yes, yes, Danica.
Yeah, they're all in the Blue Water Inn, if you remember rightly.
Yeah.
I think going to Kresik is a waste, but going to the Blue Water Inn has still merit.
I also have the power to resurrect someone once.
We're planning on using that for
Yes.
Strahd, I
Oh.
think.
Yes.
Unless his mark
Yes.
will be more worthwhile, but again, the Strahd thing, it might just not work. I have no idea, honestly.
I think if we bring back Ismark with a dark power, he wouldn't be happy.
I agree. I don't think that Ismark will be joining us on our journey.
Alright.
I feel like we could
burn
possibly
him.
bury him respectively.
Burying doesn't sound like a good idea in Barovia. Honestly.
Either burn his body or throw it off the Tashenka Pass and hope Strahd doesn't find it washed down river.
Burning it seems the smartest. And he just like warm
I
up
agree.
his fighter, just like a bit of fire in his in the back of his like throat, like
Yeah. You warm it up and like see like it's like holding a Zippo to like gale force winds. It's like the fire's just isolating itself on your fevers, but like in these winds and this cold condition, starting a fire is gonna be very difficult, especially with the snow falling around you.
that seemed more effective in my head.
Well, it's worth a try. Should we do it inside the Amber Temple?
Perhaps, maybe. Yes. Yes.
I also have the flasks of alchemist fire that I use to keep this wagon safe. I was potentially keeping them depending on how we're going to get into Ravenloft. I know it has quite strong gates. I was going to send the wagon careening towards it and maybe ignite them before jumping off, blowing a hole, but maybe one would be more useful here to cause this avalanche you're seeking. I still would have another. The firepower would not be as strong, but it would.
I say that
Lunch.
we have to prioritize our assault on the castle. much as I would like to do a good job of this, I don't think we can sacrifice future plans. Let's save the alchemist fire for now. Would you agree?
Agree.
And I'll look to the rest of them.
As you're all
I
talking,
mean, who says?
you kind of like notice the sun, although not visible here, but the light must be high in the sky, probably around midday, when Nefarion mentioned you had to be out of this place. And as you're kind of like about to like plan on what to do next, you see Lux for the first time, probably a little orange bead of light that like you barely noticed before, just floating over the door of the Amber Temple, and it just as a fireball washes out over. Luckily, Esmeralda parked her wagon far enough back that she's actually out of the effective radius here. But you hear just like a rumbling, and you look up and you see like a cloud of snow. We need to move now! And Esmeralda will just jump on the wagon and just
Go.
Secret runs faster in the
Yep,
fucking
load up.
wagon. He's running.
yeah. I assume everyone is
Yeah,
hopping aboard.
Yeah, Max
Yeah,
would just jump in.
Absolutely.
Quick, let's go.
Callum would help Max up first, knowing that Callum can dimension door. Getting Max on first is a priority.
Secret
And
would-
Lux, of course.
My
Secret
little
would-
legs.
Secret
Wait for
would-
me!
She yells
Secret
"Trovash!"
would-
and the
No.
spectral, spiritual horses both summon, and she begins like "Yeah!" and begins swinging the wagon around
See
and
you
like
later,
gallop.
Max. Bye.
Max, you like leap, like catch Lux's arm, he like pulls you into the back as the back doors are like flapping around, and like you just begin careening down this mountain pass at speed as the snow just
God.
begins cascading down after you.
Oh, thanks so much, Lux. I always knew I could count on you to save my life.
Oh, fucking hell.
Of course,
Is somebody play
I
that
will
in the background?
protect you until the time where I don't need to.
Esmeralda, although they are spectral and magical, she still does her best to calm the horses as you travel, and you just manage to clear the snow. You probably like go for like 15 solid minutes before she whoa, and like you look back, and like the mountainside is just like a sleek, just like run of snow. It'll just like still cascading in little areas now, but the grand avalanche is plumed out, and like snow is taken to the air once more. Well, I guess that
well,
answers
that
one
is
question.
sorted it.
What was that? Could Callum do an Arcana check to see if he knows
Yeah.
what could have caused it? I think I know out of character.
Yeah, you don't
Secret
know.
man.
Yeah, Secret can assist. You wanna like put your heads together? 22.
Yeah.
A delayed blast fireball. You imagine, perhaps, maybe from some sort of glyph, or
Mm.
maybe even a contingency spell, something like that.
Neat.
Like
Well,
if one of the Dark Powers leaves the Amber Temple, something like that.
We
Maybe.
almost got trapped in there.
Well, lucky we didn't wait longer than our foxy
As
person suggested.
much as I would like to take care of Ismark's body, I think I agree with Callum. I think we're running out of time in here. We should make haste to Castle Ravenloft as soon as possible.
I agree. The question, I suppose, is: do we go via Vallaki, or do we try to go around?
I would say through.
I'm just saying, we probably need a day at least to prepare for Esmeralda, so maybe Vallaki's not a bad option.
I'm
still have
surprisingly
business
okay, honestly. I only used a couple of spells during that battle. I've still got some of my higher level abilities ready to go. Yeah, we could be fine to do it today, but I just wonder if that serves any tactical benefit. Are we in a rush to get to Strahd? We haven't heard from him in a while.
I don't think we are, and I think there's a potential more information. Maybe the Ravens know something about an underground passage to Ravenloft or anything like that. Because maybe knocking on the front door with alchemist fire is not the smartest option.
Yeah.
It would at least do a distraction, but you're probably right. Again, maybe something we should discuss on the road. And she'll and the wagon begins just trundling along.
I still think we still need a day to prepare. before we decide when
And
you're actually going to go strike.
I'm just thinking, we got remember, Strahd is pretty much in control of most things here, including the werewolves. I don't want to imagine what he has actually inside the castle, because it won't just be him. Probably more stronger vampires, in fact, even the ones we've seen, like left in Vallaki before.
Maybe some more spawn.
Maybe even more normal vampires, I guess you would say.
Could have anything at this time. Well, I guess you could
Well, I think-
swing by Vallaki if that's what the party wants to do. I don't mind either way.
I think that if we go via Vallaki, we will only deplete our resources, and I don't think we'll have a good rest between there and Castle Ravenloft.
The hags you mentioned
but
before,
then
you said
again,
you
we're agreeing we're not-
destroyed the windmill they stayed in. Maybe even the husk of that we could try resting up in. It's just on the outskirts of the castle itself.
It's a good idea, actually. That's a very good idea.
Sounds
But then
reasonable.
it's half the day now, so we're wasting half a day just resting. So I'm just thinking maybe we make the most of it. That's what I'm asking Vallaki.
We have a considerable way to travel. If you recall how long it took us to get here, we'd probably be struggling to get to Vallaki before nightfall. It's because it's about 4 or 5 hours travel, isn't it?
Yeah.
At least.
It's going to be like 6 p.m.-ish by the time you reach Vallaki.
That's not that bad.
So
Give
that's
or
about
take,
right.
depending as I'll assume you don't run into any like complications on the road.
Okay. Well, who wants to go to Vallaki? Who wants to go somewhere else?
Seeker would be fine going to Vallaki. Personally.
Let-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a mission
Let's
there
go to
still. We
Vallaki.
need to give the final stone. And the dress.
We could. I mean,
we'll
we
never
could.
retrieve.
We
We're not
could,
going
but-
to get the dress. Looks, we're not going back to Krezek. There's no point.
I know. I was joking. I know we're never going to go back there.
I know the way that you say things, though, it's very convincing that you actually mean this.
The
He's a
dress.
very good liar,
Oh,
isn't
what's
he?
some of the ravens to go?
Or maybe we should.
Don't know
Or
what's
perhaps,
going on.
perhaps we should just walk as close as we can to the castle and then rest, and then
I've
make
got
our way to
an
the castle first thing in the
I've got
morning
an
when you're
idea.
fully rested.
How about we go Vallaki, and then depending on my arcane reserves, I could possibly give a message to my mentor, see how he's doing, make sure he's not Coco Loco again, see if he's retrieved any of these legendary items or artifacts.
Potentially.
Just had food arrive.
Well, if Sika and Lux wants to go Vallaki, then
Let's go to Vallaki.
let's go
Let's
to
do
Vallaki
it.
and stop wasting time. Depending on how things goes, perhaps we can take a rest in there, and then from Vallaki we make our way to Ravenloft on the morning.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna send a message to Tanaka.
Sure. What do you say?
We're on our way. Prepare for us. We might have things to help. And your stone. That's it.
Lux, good to hear from you. Of course, we await your arrival. Be careful coming into town. It's dangerous. And as she finished sending the message, coming out of the like either side of the road, you see these hunched figures lurching through the mist. Their gaunt bodies covered in needles. You guys aren't exactly moving quietly on this wagon. They do notice you, and I need you to roll initiative, please.
Bloody needle blights.
Just a little random encounter. Not like you get many of those anymore. I need.
Where's my token?
There, you're up here. You're
Oh, there
hiding
we
up here.
Sorry.
Alright.
There's only 3 of them in total flanking the road as far as you can see at the minute. It's kind of easy to reach this crossroads, and as well as bring the wagon to the west.
Stop!
Seeker, just need your initiative check, please.
I rolled high.
What did we run into? Werewolves?
No, you see these hunched figures, and like as you
Needle
peer through the
blights.
mist, they appear to be needle blights coming out of the woods.
Cool. And give me like 6 minutes before my map loads proper.
That's fine. I mean, there's no battle map, so just even if you want to roll d20 and just tell me your plus,
Okay,
I can add you in
I
menu.
thought my map was not loading.
No. We're just on the preview screen. I'm not gonna. This is gonna be a round of combat probably, but 19. Bingo. All right. Yeah, Seeker, you kick the group off. They're about 60 foot ahead of you on the road here, and they seem to be lurching towards you through the mist.
60 feet?
Yep.
Only 50 feet movement speed. Sad monk noises. We'll move 50 feet.
Yep. You move 50 foot towards them, leaping off the wagon.
And he will ready in action. As soon as somebody gets into melee, he'll strike.
Beautiful. Anything for your bonus?
Bonus action.
You could step at the wind and close the distance.
I'm
if you
not
want.
using a key point on 3 needle blights.
Sure thing. Lux. 60 foot ahead of you.
Blasting.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. 1, 2. 19 and 40.
Both hit. Roll your damage. 9.
1. Oh, that's not as good a damage.
Blast them, but that
That's a
took
good
24 damage. You blast them to smithereens. One of them perishes instantly, falling back on the ground. Anything else, Lux?
Hell yeah. That'll be another 10.
Callan.
Not you fuckers again. He's going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Alrighty. Needle blight, make a wisdom saving throw.
2 peas in a pod.
Takes 6 psychic damage. It, like, holds its head briefly. It's bloodied, but still standing.
That'll be it. He'll move 10 foot forward and that'll be it.
Alrighty. Esmeralda's turn. Esmeralda will just keep driving the wagon and just say, deal with them, and she'll, yeah! And bring the wagon 30 foot closer. So still 20 foot behind Seeker. Max.
Yep.
They're now 30 foot to your front. These 2 standing needle blights. One is bloodied.
30 foot, so I can't fucking reach them then.
You could throw something at them, like a javelin or
30 foot.
easily a
Good
halfling.
25.
If you're 30 foot, you move 25, then you're not right next to you.
Yeah, they're within your 5 foot reach. You just wouldn't be at equal with them. But you could 5 foot shorter than the problem.
Can I still hit them with my spear? No.
Yeah. They're within 5 foot of your reach. You can move 25 foot, and then your 5 foot reach puts you at 30 foot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's what I do then. So I'm gonna go.
Yep, you hop off, you move your full movement towards them, spear ready, make your attacks.
2.
Great Weapon Master, I assume.
No, it's not. It's just normal because there's no
Just
way
regular attacks. Alrighty, yes, that first one, you plunge it in
Two-handed.
and you actually kill one of them. And you turn attention towards the other one who's on the other side of the road, and you spin the spear around your head and pierce out towards them and kill them as well. And you're now clear. Very easy.
Yay. Oh, okay. Right. So I do get 2d6.
Yeah, if using the blood spear.
Seeker plays around with his sons relay. On, off, to the way.
Yeah.
So here's a question, okay? If I kill the first one, I roll it, and then if I kill the next one, do I roll again? And then if it's higher, I keep it. If it's lower, I don't keep it.
So temporary hit points are always replaced. So the second you re-roll, you take the new. So they're always replaced. You can only have one up at a time. It's not like you can preserve anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll first
Nice
one,
and
then
fun.
I'm gonna roll the next one. Gonna roll the next one as well. 7. So I get 7 extra hit points.
Yep.
Oh, so just get added.
You continue trundling along in the wagon. The needle blight's easily dealt with. You'll mount back up and you continue moving. And as you move along, you are kind of like halfway across the bridge at the Toshenka Pass, and then one of you kind of like looking at the rear, probably a seeker. You see diving towards the bridge is a creature of unearthly size, a bird so monstrous that its wings blot out the sky.
No,
Is it what I think it is?
No, not a rock.
I want a rock.
It's not. It's not a rock, is it?
I mean, we could say at the moment
No.
we are stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Bruh. Bad puns, naughty.
I hate you.
So you guys are about halfway across the bridge, and the rock is descending towards you. So you're going to reroll initiative.
Is it like an undead rock?
Regular old rock. It's got a rock of its cockside.
Oh no.
Yeah, I deserve that initiative roll for that joke. Fair enough.
I don't even know why I expected to roll. Give me my plus 21. I wanna
Very bad roll for the rock.
Good, Anakin. Good.
Huh.
Alright, Callan, you're the first to act. This rock is sweeping in towards you all. What would you like to do?
What sort of distance?
At this point, it's probably about 120 foot off. Nah, sorry, it'd be 60 foot off. Let's be realistic. 60 foot. Right there.
Good. I prefer that distance.
Make it fair.
He is going to. He's going to cast Mirror Image on himself.
Alright. Go for it. Cast it. The duplicates all form around you.
And he will stand in front of Lux to protect him.
Sure,
And
you're
that
like
will be
all
it.
in this wagon still, so it's very easy.
Yeah, just kind of maneuver so that he's like at least a bit of a barrier. And then, yeah, that'll be it.
This is what you see looming towards you all as you're traveling along.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Huge.
That's
The big chicken.
that's a nice art as well.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Check out his art.
Check out his art. Alright.
Alright.
No,
Esmeralda, she will spend her entire turn keeping the wagon moving, trundling it forward about another like 30 foot or so. So that's gonna put you guys just to there. Cool.
Secret can't hop off. Sad noise.
Max.
Mike's gonna go on top of the wagon.
Yep, you climb on top. It's like trundling and wobbling. It's like it like hits like rubble and stuff as Esmeralda's pushing it to the as much speed as she can.
And what can I do? How many? Let me see how many things I have left. No, I'm not
You
gonna
had a
be
short
large.
rest, remember?
Yeah.
Is 8 still up? It is, right?
Wait, why didn't I reset my
Yeah.
things? What? Fuck. Oh, I know why. Because I didn't do this.
I think your runes
I
come
did,
back
no,
from
I
short
didn't. I didn't press take short rest. That's it. Okay. Mm, Actually, I've used before. I'm gonna use Hero Storm. So you make the attack roll. I'm gonna use Storm Rune myself
Sure.
as a bonus action. Boom. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's what it does. See if I can. Okay. I'll pulse save it does.
Yep. Post it, mark it down. It's used.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Come back here. Yeah, and then I'm not gonna ready action because I'm wearing I'm with my pole.
Sentinel already. Yep. Beautiful. All right, Seeker, you're up. This rock is still swooping in. It's now about 90 foot away.
Seeker's gonna look to the party and he like, should I go smack?
Let it come to us.
Okay. He's gonna droop his head. He's gonna pick out his sun sword. Wow.
Bonus
Turn it
action,
on.
you extend it.
And yeah, then he's gonna ready action as soon as it gets into melee. He's
Are
gonna...
you gonna stay at the back doors of the wagon where like Lux is near and Callan is near, or are you gonna like climb up on the roof like Max, or go for like the driving seat where Esmeralda is? Like, where do you want to be?
Lose his position on. He go for the roof.
Sure thing. So you and Max are on the roof. Marvelous. Lux, it is your turn. Callan's like kind of like half blocking the doorway in front of you at the back of the wagon to try to keep you safe. But you can still, shoot past him if you'd like. It's 90 foot away.
Yep, that's fine. I've got 120 feet range.
Go for
I'm
it.
gonna like hold my staff down, like with both my hands this time, and I'm gonna quicken Eldritch Blast basically. So I'm shooting 4 bolts.
Nice. Go for it. Roll your attacks.
uh,
And mark down as well.
so 1, 2, 3, 4.
They all hit. Roll your damage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Very nice. Yeah, you blast this thing 4 times. It looks injured. Not bloodied, but definitely injured. As these blasts of force all make contact. Anything else, Lux?
And I'm just gonna like step back. Blood low end of my like one, and then they walk back in.
Right. The rock flies 90 foot
I think I've just pissed
90
it
foot.
to the top of the wagon.
Okay, it enters my range. I'll use Sentinel.
I'm just checking its reach. It will enter your range, Max, because it's going to try to slash you with its talons. So use your Sentinel to attack it.
Okay.
It wouldn't enter Seeker's range though, correct?
It would enter both of yours at the same time.
Oh, neat.
So yeah,
make
you
a-
get yours as well.
19 for 2-handed. And and its
19 will
movement
hit,
is
so
reduced
12.
to 0.
It's not, because it's not an opportunity attack.
Oh, it's the reaction.
It's your reaction attack for Sentinel is not the same as an opportunity attack.
Not Sentinel, Polearm.
Polearm.
So
Yeah,
you-
its movement is reduced to 0.
Yeah,
Right.
it's polearm, yeah. It's polearm, yeah. So it is.
Beautiful. Yes, it is reduced to 0. So Seeker, your hit also connects for 12 and 15. So that's going to be 27 total. Marvelous. Yeah, I'm thinking of the one where Sentinel is if it attacks someone next to you. Beautiful. Yeah, this thing's looking injured. And Max, it is going to try to attack you with its talons. Because you look small and easy to grab.
Yo, bitch.
Seeker just looks at him like.
You see Max is growing size.
Seeker looks at the bird. He looks at himself.
18 hit
Betrayal
Max will
of
probably miss.
Oh God,
Cutting words.
that just hits.
Just
Cutting
hits.
words. Cutting words. Sorry,
Cutting
I
words?
tried
Yeah.
I tried to speak. Yeah.
Sorry.
Does cutting words require you to see it happening, Callum? Because they're on the roof and you're at the back door. You can't see what's happening
So
above you.
can I not see any of the rock, bearing in mind its size?
It's like flying over, and like as it like gets there, it's gonna like attack as it hits. So like unfortunately, you're not gonna have like direct line of sight. You may see its tail, you can't see it attacking or anything. What does the ability say?
I'm just having a read.
If it says like if you can see a creature
When,
as it
when
attacks
a
you.
creature, as a reaction, when a creature that's not immune to being charmed, you can see within 60 feet.
Yeah, then you can do
makes
it.
an
You can
attack
see
roll.
its tail feathers. So go for it. Cutting words it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna peck Seeker with its beak. For
Oh,
32
that would-
piercing damage, Seeker.
Yeah, that'll miss.
That will just hit. Bruh.
So yeah, so it tries to pick you up, Max, but fails to do so. As you like just thwack it and stop its flight, as Callan calls out something out, distracting it in the last second, but it turns its beak and pecks Seeker hard on like the shoulder. That will be the rock's turn.
Wasn't nice.
Technically, the rock is there now.
Yeah, my D&D Beyond is dying.
Alrighty, Callan, you're up.
If it's flying creature and its speed reduces to 0, it falls, doesn't it?
I think it is falling. Yeah, I think it will land on the bridge.
Because I think it's unless there's it's being kept aloft by magical means like.
Nah, yeah, it's
or-
flying. Yeah, so it will fall.
Okay.
So it lands on the bridge.
Cool.
After
I'm
like
going
pecks Seeker.
to. I'm going to
Also,
boom
sorry-
and blade it with my pink rapier.
Oh, it lands
Yeah.
on the wagon, actually, even better. It's like on the wagon with you guys. Because, yeah, it was above the wagon when he hit it. So it would impact the wagon hard. I will let Esmeralda do a quick just driving check just to see how she's getting on. She'll probably be fine. Yeah, she's fine. The wagon shakes and rocks, but it's not falling off anytime soon on her watch.
It's rocks.
Get it? So yeah, Callan's going to stab like he's checking the temperature of the Christmas turkey with a booming blade.
Beautiful. Yeah, your new silvered blade. Go for it. Plunge the rapier. A 20 will hit. Booming
17
blade.
damage.
17, very nice, yeah.
And then, yeah, he'll keep his bardix.
Alrighty. Esmeralda's turn. Esmeralda again will spend her full action just driving the wagon. Giving herself just like, good checks. Max, you're up. This thing is like landed half on the wagon, half on the bridge behind you. It just pecks Seeker hard and nearly slashed you up with its talons. What do you want to do?
I was going to attack it.
Go for it. So within 5 foot,
So-
easily done.
First attack. Two-handed, obviously. Second
Yeah,
attack.
that'll hit. That will definitely hit.
Yeah, D8 will be the first one, obviously, because the first one hit. I mean, if the first one hits.
Yeah, first one hits.
Wow. How much damage is that two-handed?
Alrighty. So 8 and then 13. Anything else, Max? This creature is
How-
still only looking injured.
Wow.
It's a rock.
Wow. This creature can be a pain. This creature can be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Really. Oh, I'm gonna use my on the. Right. Also, because I would have used on the first attack. So on the first attack, I will use my fire rune
Sure. Go for it.
as well.
Makes a strength saving throw.
It's probably got fucking insanely good strength as well.
23.
Yeah, also.
Ow.
It is gargantuan, like as a note.
Oh.
But it does take the 3 fire damage.
Fucking hell.
Child's first harass.
Is the creature? Wait, hang on a second. Is it if the creature is flying and it fall down? Does it fall prone?
No, it just falls. Just
It
falls
only
to the ground.
it'll only be prone if it takes damage from the fall.
Yeah.
Right,
It only fell like 10 foot, so it just...
Fine.
landing.
If
Okay,
that-
cool.
Imagine like an emergency landing on a plane. It was already coming in on an attack. You hit it, and like its wings locked up. It was still just gliding in to impact the back of the wagon.
Fine. So actual surge. Oh, it's just an injured creature. Just
My
injured.
apologies, actually,
Fuck's
Max, because Esmeralda would have moved the wagon 30 foot unless you guys told her to stop. So you guys wouldn't be able to melee of this thing. I just remembered. Forgot to move your tokens.
sake. Okay, so I wouldn't attack then.
I mean, I'll take it if you guys would rather just be a melee with this
Yeah.
thing, or she would hold
wait,
for.
yeah.
She could
But
ready
is
an
it- is she
action to
ready?
like at the end
Yeah.
of Lux's turn and then go or something like.
At the end of Seeker's turn, so when
Yeah,
Seeker
so
gets
Lux can
to-
get her range. Yeah, so you call that to her. She's like, "I'll do my best," and she effectively holds you guys close, and then like it's
Right,
gonna
yeah,
use like a burst of speed to get some distance.
Fine. Yeah. No,
That was-
that's it, really. There's nothing else we can do.
Beautiful.
And my turn.
Seeker, it's your turn. At the end of your turn, the wagon is going to begin. She's going to give it all she's got and try to put some distance between you guys and it.
Nice. 3 times.
Stun the chicken.
Go for it.
First one.
That will hit for
Second one.
14 damage. And that will hit for 29 damage total. And now it looks
Last.
bloodied.
Unarmed strike.
Go for it.
Jesus.
That will also hit for 11. Marvelous. Your attacks
Nice.
carving into this thing. At the end of your turn, Esmeralda will use a ready action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to begin getting you guys off the bridge. As the wagon pulls away, it will probably just take a little peck at the wagon itself. And the whole wagon rocks and shakes. Some wood falls, splintering to the ground, but it keeps on trucking.
All right, I will.
Lux,
Is he attacking? Is he attacking the actual wagon?
it pecks the wagon, the object of the wagon.
All right, I'm gonna use my
Don't think
so
the
rune
wagon's an
reaction.
ally for you.
Oh no, it's not. It's hang on a second. I'm just bring this because there's a new
Just checking
rune
the
I
wagon's
got last time.
AC. Yeah, it's fine.
Where's it gone?
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Storm rune. You can invoke the rune as well as a special action. Blah, blah, blah. Until the state ends, when you or another creature you can see with 60 feet makes an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, I can use my reaction to cause the advantage or disadvantage in the roll.
So you want to give it disadvantage?
Yes.
I will roll every 20. That'll be a 6 plus. Its attack bonus is plus
13.
13, so that will still hit a
Oh.
wagon, unfortunately.
Fuck you know. Jesus. okay.
Lux, it
I
is then your
tried.
turn. This thing is there's some distance between you and this thing once more.
Blast!
Go for it.
That's not the waste, but that's just
Bow pit. Roll your damage. Marvelous, yeah. This thing is bloodied still, as these two blasts connect with it. Anything else, Lux?
Let me look at the sorcery points. No, I need to save them.
Alrighty.
That'll be it. That will be it, donkey.
The rock will fly to here.
Doesn't his movement is until is still 0 to the end of next turn?
It's
so to
just
the
for
end of
that
this
turn. It's just for
Yeah.
their turn. So it's new turn. So it gets all his movement speed back. It flies again.
He does take
okay.
2d8 thunder damage, which was rolled as 10 for moving because of the moving blade.
Yep. You hear the
okay.
thunderous boom. It only gets within 10
shit.
foot, and it's going to try to peck. Let me see here. It's going to try to peck Callan off the back, who's
Roll a d20.
stabbed it.
That will just hit one of the mirrors,
Beautiful. Yeah.
I believe. Let me just check.
Quick question: Are we
Yeah.
gonna be doing the same again thing with the wagon? Just pulsing it and moving on?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
doesn't get
6
within reach for its talons. So yeah, it evaporates one of your mirror images, and seeing it turn to dust, it turns and it begins flying 90 foot, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, all the way back away, back up towards the top of the mountain, turning tail.
Oh.
Is anyone going to be doing any hostile actions? If not, Ezreal will just keep pushing the wagon on, and you guys can clear away from this thing.
No, I used my reaction
Callum
already.
won't do anything.
Alright, then we are out of initiative as you continue trundling along. The wagon a little bit worse for wear, but no one thrown off the bridge into the abyss.
Oh, wait, imagine. Jesus.
To be mildly
That's why I tried to cut the talons. I was like, a beak we can heal from. Talons we could heal from, but if it picks us up, because I couldn't remember if it could grapple or not with them automatically.
instantly
Which I think
grabs.
it could.
I mean, it could just grab Secret like last time.
Yeah, let's not.
Eh,
Take you back to this nest seeker, make you its little baby.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I mean, he looks richly distinguished, but he can fly when he wants to.
You guys continue trundling
Jesus.
on.
That's horrible.
The rest of your journey along the cold Tashinka Pass doesn't provoke any strange or startling events, and eventually you find yourself back by the Raven River crossroads. Where are you heading then? Are you heading straight towards Vallaki, or...?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Unless anybody has a convincing reason otherwise.
If you guys want to take a quick
No.
look, discuss, I'm nipped to the bathroom anyway, so...
No worries. I'll
Yeah. Well, I've been.
Does
Danica just said be careful by the entrance.
Mm.
So I'm thinking maybe park up a little bit early, like we did before, and you know, that little row houses maybe, and sneak in from there.
myself, we have a dress, we are fine.
I don't think it's the guards I'm worried about, Mr. Seeker.
I mean, oh wait, in character.
are we discussing out of character or in
I'm not sure. I'm happy to do either.
I
We
reckon
can do it out if you want.
like sneaking up on a town with walls and stuff ain't gonna do a shit. There's gonna be werewolves around, we know this. Potentially what we could do is do a bit of a bait and switch where we try to distract them to go one direction
And
then we go in another way.
I mean, Seeker can go separately. He can run up walls, and he's pretty good at stealthing. So he can go separately and meet up with the others. Like if need be.
Also, need to try to think them like small groups at a time.
The only AOE I
yeah.
have is Arms of Hadar, so
Yeah, it's
I've got
small, so
I've got plenty of AOE, so like with Spirit Guardians and because if we're like okay, we are burning everything in a combat, I'm going Spirit Guardians, I'm going Mirror Image, and I'm taking the dodge action.
yeah. I mean,
Just vibing.
You know,
I mean,
then again, we've got Danica.
yeah, is Ravenloft's
We've got
fireball now
Esmeralda
as well,
that has
so
like lightning bolt.
she got
Yeah,
fireballs, doesn't
and
she?
Cloud Kill. Because
Not yet.
just wait,
Not
did
yet.
she learn the spells
She
from
needs a long
the
rest
spell
to
book I gave
prepare
her?
them.
Oh, okay. Oh.
If you gave her those spell books earlier, she definitely would have had them prepared.
Not gonna lie, I didn't know she was a wizard. I know
Right.
you said she didn't spellcast, but I didn't know she actually learned from spell books.
I always say she pulls
I
out
know
a spell book.
I know
when
she's
she
like a
casts
weird
spell.
blend, isn't she? Of like,
I wonder what kind of weird she is now. She's
I
like,
don't know. I just didn't think she was actually a wizard.
She's
like a
blade singer.
like a rogue. Yeah, like
Yeah.
weird blend of like everything.
was it
Really.
like a war magic wizard maybe? Like they got some
She's
cool
just
abilities.
she's just a wizard with like swords, guys.
yeah.
Not every wizard. Every
not-
wizard
she's
has
not
the
a
starting
PC.
equipment like one dagger, but like you can just get attunement with martial weapons and stuff off her waist.
Oh yeah, of course.
So
Also, it
she's
doesn't have to obey
just
PC
said,
rules.
Yeah.
So she's
And
got
he's-
high charisma, but she's not a swords bard. But
Yeah.
she fucking could be. Imagine that.
Imagine if you were a sword sport. Jesus.
Yeah. So plan: go straight to Vallaki, see what's up, fuck you up.
Yeah.
Something
Uh,
sister.
I think as well on top of that, yeah. Should we do like we normally do though when coming to Vallaki, park up around those houses and then walk in from there? So we don't really want a big entrance, do we? Unless we want a big entrance.
Should we go visit our Dusk Elf friends to the southwest to see if they know what's up?
Yeah. I think they probably would have
with
gone
any
by
other
now.
thoughts?
Yeah.
Whereabouts are they though? Are they on the other side of Vallaki? That's the
No,
other
they're
question.
southwest. They're on this side. Because if you remember, we delivered the wine to them.
Gotcha.
Um,
Then yeah, I'd say go
yeah.
southwest.
Yeah. How did we leave it with the Dusk Elves? They gave us more goodies, didn't they?
It was
Yeah.
It was a Dusk Elves and Vistani camp there.
That was it, the Vistani, yeah.
The Vistani we left on fairly good terms with.
Yeah, we
And the
gave
Dust
him
Girls
one,
were
didn't
like,
we?
yeah, we'll come back for you, old man. And now it's like, yeah, about that.
Yeah, the Dusk Elves, like you
Found
have
him
now,
dead.
resulted in Casimir being killed. So it's by doing nothing. So maybe I
Okay,
mean, they probably
let's
not afford that yet.
let's
but-
not.
Maybe
Let's
not.
not.
But
Yeah.
but don't forget, it was his brother that tried to kill him anyway, or threatened him.
True, but still, we were ones who kind of encouraged it all in the first place. It's like, yeah, we'll come back for you. Don't you worry.
Yeah, we
you know.
kind of.
Let's just go straight to Vallaki. Park
Yeah.
up, scout out like normal.
He wasn't our first property.
Alright, so you guys trundle along towards Vallaki. The roads are mainly quiet. As you kind of see the walled settlement of Vallaki like looming towards you, you all hear the sound of rustling through the trees, and a pack of wolves descends upon you. I will need you guys to once again asking the party to roll initiative, please.
I once again ask you
And
for.
once again,
Well, I've got some good initiatives this time. Shit, I lost where I
Where
was.
is my
Yeah, boy.
token again? I never roll good, so you know.
what is your like? You
I
have
am better.
horrible luck. I think the highest you've rolled on the D20 for initiative is like 11. Although, if we're talking about bad luck with initiative rolls, everything that Harnaa rolls, Esmeralda is either amazing, like 20 plus, or under 7. And
All the
how many
monsters
times
today
have
have
you rolled
rolled
that
ones.
one? The
Every
monsters?
monster has rolled a 1
Yeah.
today.
Speaking of bad luck initiative rolls, Jack, maybe, you know.
Yeah. I've got a rabbit folk
Yeah,
swashbuckler rogue. So he has his charisma and his prof bonus to his initiative rolls. Rolls a 2 every time. And it's
he
like
has a plus 10 and he has
plus
like
10.
12s on initiative. Is hilarious.
It's almost a meme. I still
It
cry.
is a
but-
meme. I'm not sure what you mean.
Alrighty. So as these wolves begin descending on the group, Callan, you are definitely the first to act. There is 4 from the left and 4 from the right coming out of the trees towards you all. And you can see Vallaki like maybe 5 minutes beyond you like that. You could just try to just push through with the wagon. But the wolves are pretty quick. And the horses only go about 30 foot around, so they probably would keep pace.
He is going to. You know what? I've not done this yet. Talk to me about the grouping of them.
Right now,
This is where the DM's
Oh, I
like,
know.
Let me just roll a couple of d4s. So on the left, there's a group of 3 within about like 15 foot of each other. And then one of them kind of bit isolated about another 10 foot from that group. And then on the other side of the road, on the right, there is 2 groups of 2, probably about like 15 foot between them. The road itself is about like 25 foot across between all of them together.
Cool. Is this going to be a bit too noisy? Okay. I'm going to fireball the group on the left, which should get all 4 with it being
It
a
will,
20
yeah.
foot radius.
Yeah, it will do.
DC 17 dex save.
That was not supposed to be an advantage, but for some reason all our stuff rolled advantage. The first ones, they all fail, they all take 20 fire damage. The entire left group are just reduced to ash. Anything
That's
else,
the first
Callum?
time I ever did that. I'm sorry if the woods burned down, but that was too cool. That'll be it.
Jesus Christ.
They just look at it the wrong way. It's just like,
I didn't realize that was so powerful.
good job, Callan.
Yeah, like the
He kinda
trees
looks
are all
shocked
the
himself.
branches are singed and like pulled back.
Jesus.
Flammable objects in the air don't make water carried.
Good.
Yeah, there's a forest fire, Callum. You started a horrible, horrible forest fire.
Yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine. Less cover for baddies. It's cool. Alright, yeah, that'll be the end of his turn.
Sure.
Bonus action, consider himself a monster. And
Okay, probably fair.
yeah. How many war
Let me
crimes
just-
now?
Let me just put this here. Something like that. Sure, why not?
Oh, bigger than that. Come on,
Oh, it's only just started.
man. It'll spread. It's alright. Some people might think it's the sun and get some hope.
Yeah, I mean, the last time you were
They're not
black in some went great.
They're not gonna know.
Anything else, Callum? Is that it? I think that's it.
Yeah,
Max?
that's me done.
The left-hand group have been annihilated by this fireball, but there are still 4 on the right, 2 groups of 2. About 15-foot spacing from each of them, and they're about 15 foot from you, each pack.
So I'm still in the wagon, yeah.
Yes, you're all traveling along. I'm assuming at this point you've like probably gone back inside. Like you've not had any danger for this point. Nearly like 3.5 hours. So
So have like, is there 4 wolves left, yeah?
4 wolves, yeah, on the right-hand side of the road.
Well, I'm just gonna go to them.
Yep, you hop off.
Yeah.
25 foot of movement. You can easily get to a pair of them and get engaged with both of them.
Yo. First one. Yo.
That will hit.
200.
Yep. 7 damage.
Second.
Again, hits. This one you kill on the second strike.
Beautiful. I'm gonna roll my 2d6.
Go for it. To replace your 7.
Fuck.
So you get 4.
Ugh.
It's fine.
And yeah, that's it.
Alrighty, Seeker. There are 3 wolves left. 1 next to Max, and 2 kind of isolated on their own.
He'll move to the one next to Max first.
Go for it.
I'm gonna whack him one. The bonus action. Wow. Sun sword.
Go for it.
And then main action attack. First attack.
And I will hit for 12. That kills that one next to Max. The radiant damage washes over it, and it just falls dead at your feet.
Moves to the next one.
Beautiful. Go for it.
He like looks at us, sir. Yep, this is a good boy, and attacks for the same time on one of them wolves.
Go for it. Two for another 12. Another 12 damage you carve into this upper one as you go to the upper pack, and you kill that one as well. There's only 1 wolf left.
He uses the bonus action to activate the sword. So yeah, that's gonna be a frame.
Alrighty, Lux. There's only 1 wolf remaining.
Hey, little doggy, come here.
Oh god.
Where is my cantrip? There it is.
I wonder which cantrip he's gonna cast. There's so many in D&D. Hmm.
The first one
I think
hits.
it's gotta be
hit.
friends.
I
The
think he's
second
gonna
one
true
misses.
strike.
Roll your damage. 11. That is just its hit points. You blast this other wolf back before it even gets a chance to get close. And we are once more out of initiative. Your random encounters.
Bye, little doggy.
Oh god.
The walls of Vallaki stand before you as the what gate is it on the side of Vallaki? It's not the morning gate, that's the other one. Vallaki, there they are.
Nice.
Oh. You guys have leveled up high now, remember? Level 10, aren't you?
Hmm.
Shit, not everyone.
Yeah, for now.
For now.
It's like when you purposely say something to try and get an IRL insight check for free off the DM. It's like intently watching his webcam.
I mean,
Webcam.
He's
People even use that
probably
anymore.
thinking,
Webcam.
damn. He's probably
This-
thinking, why isn't there one written guide here yet? Shit.
So you guys continue
There's
forward
supposed to be
towards
one
the
there now.
sunset gate of Vallaki. And even from the distance you're at the minute, which is about 250 foot away or so, you can see it looks like the gate is open. You don't see any guards standing watch as usual. The town seems eerily quiet. To your north, a large black smokestack begins to climb into the sky as the forest is burning.
The forest is burning.
Yeah, Callan just
I
set on fire.
wonder
that's fireball.
why.
It was like a 5-minute combo on it.
Oh yeah, you fucking burned him.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, Colin.
Yeah, it looks kind of neat.
Listen, I'm all for reducing,
Just
the
a-
people's
just-
footprint and global warming awareness and all of that. But honestly, of all the problems this place has, I don't think that increased carbon dioxide and deforestation is the issue.
Hey,
It's
hey
it's
guys, think of it like this. Look,
Oh my god.
look. Once we save the town, Callan's just extending their land to help them build. Is that right,
Yes,
Callan? We're
extending.
just trying to help them build their
Now they've got
community.
burnt
Yes.
forest and a town
See?
full of werewolves.
I think that perhaps we shouldn't leave the wagon here. Perhaps we need to take it somewhere that's less burny.
I think we should just go straight in with the wagon.
Maybe. Maybe
Guys,
take
just
it
between
with
us, we're here to save the town from werewolves because we heard about it. Wink, wink.
I
Right?
agree.
We wasn't the cause of this.
I
Wink.
I think that we would be best doing it as far from the fire as possible.
Oh yeah.
The last thing we want to do is have our avenues
yeah.
of retreat blocked by an inferno, whoever did that.
Wait, did they leave Isabel again?
It's just
Ah,
It
Razak.
must have
Razak.
been
At the abbey,
it-
on the west side, near
Fine.
us.
yeah.
But she also, you
It
got
must
her
have
by
been
standing.
that
She told you
crazy
she's
wizard.
in.
Yeah.
She said she was in Castle
Ravenloft.
E.
Strahd took her.
Stella's in Ravenloft. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Slightly
You know
concerning
from
that he's
last
put
session
on
when I sent
Dancing
a
with the
message.
Wolves combat theme. That's not a clue. It's great music. Absolutely fantastic.
Well, I think we're here. I
Okay.
think we should just go inside.
Yes, I think we should. Should we try to stick to the wall and head round bordering the south wall so that we aren't ganged up on from all directions? Max, you're probably better at this with your military experience. What do you think?
You just go through the walls to the side. Just go in, stick to the walls, try to go behind the buildings. Try to stay away from the main road.
I'm not going to lie. If we're planning on simply pushing through Vallaki, the Blue Water Inn is in the center. If we leave the wagon here, we're either going to leave it behind or we're going to have to come back for it.
Instead, I think we should just
Then-
push through with the wagon.
We could even
then
just try to
let's just push
skirt
through.
the town, perhaps.
If
The
the blue
walls
water
aren't
inn is in the
overly
center,
high. They're only
we-
15 foot high tall. We could even climb it when it's relevant to us.
Perhaps
We-
could maybe go.
we told the Danica that we would come to help. We should, thinking about it, we should go there. Let's stick to the road. Let's push through as quickly as we can.
Alright.
Yes.
Do we, Christian? Because on the way to the Blue Water, there's the church. Do we see Father still alive?
Perhaps. Let's take a call when we get closer.
Maybe we can leave the wagon by the church.
The wagon trundles forward towards the open gates, and you enter into the town of Vallaki. Where before, the streets were not by any means bustling, but you did see people coming and going, or finishing off errands, or coming home from work, and various things. And it's late afternoon, coming up on evening at this point as you enter the town. You pass the church on your left, but you've not seen a soul. Buildings, doorways boarded shut, windows look like just covered with any level of barricade that could be mustered. From one building you hear the sound of just like horrendous like wailing and weeping. But on Esmeralda's ears it seems to fall on deaf ears as she pushes on, not stopping the wagon to investigate.
Are we stopping at the... Are we having a look at the
St. Andrew's.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Church.
I think it should.
Yeah, you can stop at St. Andrew's if you like.
Church. Cathedral.
Sure. You pull up alongside the Church of St. Andrew, like Esmeralda holds the wagon at your behest. And you see a sign painted in front of it, and it says, beware, a curse has befallen the Church of St. Andrew. Do not enter, stay in your homes. And it is signed Father Lucian Petrovanich.
Let's keep going.
Agreed.
We're not going to check to see if Father Lucius is still alive.
No.
No point.
No.
If he is, he's got suffering a fate worse than death. Yeah! And the horses begin marching forward again.
I could remove it. Okay, probably smart.
Be real, Lux. Think about how many people live in this town. If even 50% of them have already contracted lycanthropy, yeah,
It
we need
would
an army of wizards to
Long.
save them.
I believe you this. I'm believing a whole town infected with fucking lycanthropy. Oh god.
As you're traveling along, Esmeralda will she'll hold past the wagons like the reins of someone who's next to her, and she will stop. She'll unload her crossbow's regular bolt, and she'll begin loading Silvered, and she'll clip Silvered into the actual quick holster, and just begin getting herself prepped and ready, just in case something pops out. She'll look in the
this
sky
instance,
and be like, it's not nighttime yet, but the second that sun sets, be ready for chaos here. If we're quick, we might be able to get through without any problems.
Secret just as a precaution activate his sun sword. Wow.
Yeah. Radiant sunlight out washing over the buildings. And as you do so, like these horrible, you sort of see every imperfection in these old buildings, the facades warped and saddened. And yeah, you see claw marks on doorways, broken windows.
Oh god.
This town looks very different from when you last left it.
You better hurry to the Blue Water Inn. Better hurry.
Yes.
Agreed.
Smarter, just don't stop. Just rush.
Now you push on towards the Blue Water Inn.
Callan's going to cast guidance on himself, and he'd probably be the one up front with Esmeralda, because his animal handling's not bad because of
Cool.
Being
his
a
art
wall.
proficiency.
Beautiful. Yeah, you push on, and she eventually pulls you in, and you notice the barn doors to the Blue Water Inn on the rear are lying wide open, and Esmeralda will look to be like, I'll pull the wagon straight inside. We can always then get out and just move up on foot, and she'll mount it off the road. It's a bit of a bumpy ride for a second as the standing wagon pulls in, and it's eerily quiet here. Even you don't even hear the sounds of talking or conversation from the tavern as you would normally expect to.
Hey, Esmeralda.
Yes?
I'm gonna go up to her. I'm gonna touch her on the shoulder. I'm like, please don't die. I'm gonna step forward on her.
I'll do my best.
Lux Smeralda confirmed.
What what kind of material is between us and the rooms of the Blue Water Inn?
So, I will move you guys over here in a second so you can get a good look. Hang on, let me drag you over to Blue Water Inn. There you go. And the rear doors are wide open. Looking through the horses' stalls real quick, there is not a single horse. They're all
Oh, look, our clones.
Oh no! Time loop.
Imposters.
it's fine. Just-
Imposter.
Just Spider-Man image. Stop looking at each other.
And the door here is open, you say, the rear door? Or is it the
that
barn
one is
door?
not. It's the large barn doors are still open behind you guys. Esmeralda will probably hop off and she'll close them shut.
Yeah.
This first chance she gets.
Yeah. Should we see if we can get into the kitchen?
Let's try.
The door here. The door here.
Yeah. there's the door there, which I don't think we've ever gone through. But then there's the one to the
Me
kitchen
neither.
from the outside. But we'll
I
stick
think
to the
someone has
internal
been in
doors.
this. Someone has been in here before. You open it up and you see the small room lies under a wooden staircase, hanging from wooden pegs are saddles and barding to equip 2 horses. In an unlocked wooden chest, which you can see has been opened up recently, there is a pile of horseshoes, a wooden mallet, and a mound of horseshoe nails.
Should we go quietly through here? Callum wants to have a listen out to see if there's anything that he can hear from inside now that we've got a door open to it.
Sure,
Sequel
you
to the
step in,
same.
Callan. This is an isolated storeroom. There's no way in or out to the main building. You'd have to go out the side doors, then come in.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Was this
He-
to go downstairs?
No, that's the stairs to go from the kitchen to upstairs.
Yeah, it's a
Ah,
secret,
okay.
secret
That go
stairwell.
above there.
So we have to
Yeah.
go here.
So we'll head out of the out of the kitchen, out of the barn and into the kitchen.
Oh yeah. Come, should we should we stealth from here?
Yes, we should be as quiet as we can.
Let's.
Maybe not. Okay, I will be as quiet as I can.
Yeah,
All
across
right.
the road for the last stuff.
I will roll for
Yeah,
as
that's
well
actually
as
not
well.
bad.
That's average.
Let's
Second
go.
lowest roll, but I'm
Oh.
still thinking kind of
Flip,
proud.
flip.
So you guys slip out the side door, begin making your way around. And Max, you try the door. It's locked.
The door's locked.
Maybe
Someone tried to
knock.
open it.
Maybe knock gently. Why are you
Can someone
knocking
try to open the
gently?
door?
Like knocking it.
No. Can someone? Is
Can-
anyone
can-
good at opening?
Can Callan have a listen to see if there's any
Sure, make a perception check.
signs of life?
Seek or give help.
Danica knows we're coming.
Can take
He
give
just
help?
knocks. She
Yeah,
might
yeah.
open.
Sneaker
Yeah.
assist.
He'll quietly cast guidance first, and then
Go for it. You listen in. With 25, you hear the sound
Okay.
of maybe it was quiet before, but the second Max tried the door, you hear the sound of someone moving around fairly quickly and then coming to rest, but only for a moment.
Callan is going to cast a message through there, hoping
Yep.
that it's or thinking that it's Danica.
Yeah, okay. You cast a message. You're targeting Danica.
And he will point to the roughly where the sound was, because I don't think it should be blocked.
It can
1 foot
travel
stone, an inch of
through
metal, thin
3
sheet of lead,
foot
3
of
foot wood.
Okay. You point in the direction of the sound and you whisper your message. What do you say?
Danica, if you can hear me, it's Callan. We're here to help.
You don't hear any response.
Okay. If that's Danica, then she didn't respond. What was the name of the guy again?
Her
No.
husband? Or
Yeah.
this Erwin would be. He made a very
He
meaningful
will
mistake.
do the same because I think he has to he needs to know who the person is. I
Mhm.
think for message to go through. So he would try the same for Owen.
Yep. You
Same
then
message,
hear
same message.
How thick
you
did it?
same again, exact same.
Same, but just switching out the name.
Callan, hold on. The door is barricaded and locked. You're not infected, are you?
No, we've only just arrived back in town.
Consider yourself lucky. And he will you begin to hear movement from inside.
He'll turn to the rest of the group and be like, "It's Owen. He's going to open the door for us."
That is good to hear.
Eventually, you hear the sound of something heavy being shifted, wood on wood, and the door opens, and you see Erwin standing in front of it, having moved a large wine barrel to the side as the door's unlocked, and he invites you. He's like, "Come in quickly. I must lock the door behind you. We've got refugees in the main tap house."
Have you or has anyone here been infected?
To my knowledge, no. My family are obviously immune, but we have managed to acquire some people who are normal, I guess would be the best way to describe it. After you're on side, he will immediately barricade the door
If
again. And lock it shut.
anyone, if anyone's infected, I can heal them or remove the curse. Sorry.
This
I was going to
slight
say,
Make sure we're being
is
nice.
could I insight check what he said just
Sure.
to see how confident he is
Yeah.
in himself?
Go for it. 27? Yeah, he seems fairly confident. He's like, we've been here a couple of days now. We've not seen anyone turn. But this is an incredibly potent form of lycanthropy. Just be advised.
What makes it differ, if you don't mind?
Most lycanthropies
Why is
seem
it
to wait until the next full moon. These appear to be simply just occurring, regardless.
Oh, fun.
Well,
Do you mind bringing your wife down here? We've got something we need to give you.
She's in the tap house. Whatever you can trust her with, you can obviously trust with me.
Callan will give.
I
one
just
look
want
to
both of
that.
you to be here. Oh, okay. And he'll just pull out the stone.
Yep.
I believe this is yours.
Is it... Thank you.
You
Yeah, he'll
had to
give you a hug.
defeat a dragon for this.
He gives you a hug, like a proper
Oh.
big hug. And it's like, oh,
Hi.
the
Okay, we'll
boundary
big
may
hug
be
back.
lost, but this is most fortunate news.
Now you've got all three, so we can start anew. Once it's
All three. You
we
have
have a
another.
plan.
We only
We're
have
gonna-
one. My father only had the other one.
we gave the other to somebody.
The father.
Oh, you guys have two right now.
I think
You fought. Think about it.
thought
You
we
fought
had
the
all
dragon,
three.
and yeah, they have one. You guys have two. You fought
if
the
that-
dragon and Winter Splinter on the same day.
Oh, we have
Yeah,
this
we
one.
got both ones.
Oh,
For
that one is on it.
But wait, there's more. For
He
the
hugs
low,
you
low
again,
price-
Lux.
Sorry, I thought we give this one away.
Yeah, he just pulls out the other one. Here
you
you
go.
go. What magic
we-
spell?
There you go.
We can't promise much, and we can't promise that you can use these soon. But they are with you. They are where they belong. And if nothing else, it's a glimmer of hope for after all this is past.
Most certainly.
We,
And Strahd doesn't have them.
Even better.
if it makes you feel better, we have a plan for Strahd, and we could cure this place for good if it works.
Maybe. It's a maybe. Just don't get your hopes up too high.
Noted.
But there's a chance.
Yes.
But yeah,
You took a great risk coming here. I appreciate that. We have a little food, a little drink left, but we're not doing great here.
We have rations and things
Yes.
from things we killed along the way, which, if I'm being honest, if we're going to die here, starvation is not going to be the way. So please keep it for the people that you've saved so far.
Of course.
we've become a lot stronger since you last met us. So
That I'm sure Barovia has a way of doing that to people.
You can
It does a lot to people, that's for sure.
do we think
we
will
killed a
need,
bloody dragon.
do we think we will need this? And he pulls out a flask of holy water. Or I can leave it here.
I think we're going to need that, Seeker.
Okay. Puts it back.
Owen, I have a
Bruh.
question. The
Yes.
father, what's his condition?
Lost.
We saw the church.
Yes.
He was one of the first to be inflicted with the disease. He tried to warn everyone that night and the day after, but once the beast takes hold of him, he is a different man altogether. Attacks without care for age or anything, gender, health, just attacks like a beast. We tried to send Adrian, my brother, to help him get a grip on the lycanthropy, but it is a feral branch of the disease. I'm not sure what has corrupted them in this way, but they seem to have no power. Once they turn, they are turned.
Maybe we could go put him down and leave tomorrow.
I could potentially remove it.
Callum
How about if we
looks
try
at
to find
Tika like, bruh.
How about if we try to find the leader of the pack of werewolves and try to kill him? Would that do anything to the curse, or maybe
I
just
don't know.
scare all of them away?
It's not a matter of this is a hostile occupation, Max. These are people who have called Vallaki their home their whole lives, and they are sick with a disease that there is no easy cure for. And unfortunately, whenever it takes hold of them, they do things they would never even consider doing in their mortal mind. Whenever the sun is up, they
So
are
that's why there's a
normal
forest fire.
to a degree.
Just
But the
wait
second the
goes
sun
down.
sets, Vallaki becomes a dangerous place.
If you could have our help in whatever way for one day, one night, 24 hours while we pass through, how can we help you the most?
We have a group of people who are unafflicted right now. Getting them out of town to somewhere would be probably a great help to them. We considered perhaps the village of Barovia on the far side of Castle Ravenloft. It is far enough away that they wouldn't be at
No.
risk, but obviously it is then underneath direct watch of the devil.
It also
That-
may have encountered some semi-apocalyptic wrath from the devil himself as we pass through.
And
some
maybe
weeks ago.
Kresnik would be better. If you can send them up the Slavic road the other way.
About that,
Yeah.
they may have experienced a semi-apocalyptic wrath from the devil himself.
Then it seems
Yeah,
like nowhere
well,
in
we
Barovia
don't know
is
the
safe.
outcome of it. Well,
One
we don't
can-
know the outcome of it, but we know the Under Dragon was there. Thought we slain it, killed it, blasted it.
Yes, I mean, if you are thinking of going to Kresik, then you'll turn to the rest of the party. Perhaps before nightfall, we could help you get out of the town. Certainly. After that, I'm not so sure.
I mean, he like looks at the gems in his hand and is like, "Let me talk to my father. They are able-bodied. We could even take them back to the vineyard. We could try to rebuild. If it is safe now, that is."
I think it is another place
I
to
guarantee.
stay. The old werewolf.
I
den.
guarantee is. Ooh, I don't know about that.
It was a good
Don't know about
cave.
that. Yeah, perhaps the vineyard may be the best place, but if I'm being completely honest, I don't think anywhere in this place is safe until the Devil Strahd is defeated.
Then we need
I-
resources. We need tents, camping supplies. The stockyard would have them on the east side of town, but it is, again, the infection holds all throughout.
Callum's going to
mean-
have a look out the window if he can, even just through a boarded up crack,
Yeah,
just to
you
try and assess what time it is and how much
Yeah.
sunlight we've got left.
Yeah, I was
You
about to ask
peer
what
out
time it
Callum,
is.
and the sun is well and truly setting. The clouds are
shit.
turning that like deep purple. You've maybe only got about 5 minutes of sunlight left.
Wow.
He's going to turn to the party and be like, if we go to the stockyard, we do it now. Who's in? I'm in.
I'm
Yeah.
Go.
in.
Let's just go. There's always time.
I will tell you though, your wiring might be safe because yes, the hill is completely uninflicted by any wildman now or blights. We made
It-
sure of that.
We can set up a
But
refugee camp at the winery then. Maybe that will be the best place for us.
There's still
wouldn't
the woods,
expect that,
look,
at
there's
least.
still wolves. There's still goodness knows what else out there in the wild.
I mean,
Mm.
I heard Barres is safe and all.
Okay, who's in?
I
I'm
am in.
Yes, let's go. We're wasting too much time.
I agree. Yes, let's go. On foot?
Window.
Let's go on foot.
Alright.
I think I will stay here and just help. If this inn becomes under attack, everything you do will be for nothing. At least perhaps I could be of service here. If someone is infected, I also have the ability to remove it a couple of times over, just in case.
Agree.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
She'll grab Lux by the hand, as like probably he's like the last one at the door, and she'll just be like, "Remember, we can't save everyone. This is damage control."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
Do you guys go out the back door the way you came in, or are you gonna go out, try to go out the front door?
Back door.
Can I inside her? Can I inside this Marauder
Sure.
to see what she gave him anything? Or
Yeah,
like
sure.
just
Go for it. An 18. She's just telling Lux, who she knows is a very good-natured soul, that like it's going to be hard. She understands it's going to be difficult for him to realize that he can't see everyone.
okay. I thought she was
She is
trying to
just-
like
You see pain in her eyes. It's almost like she had to come to this realization herself a long time ago, and maybe she sees a bit of herself in Lux that like like everything could work out in the end. Like we can get that fairy tale ending, but she like it's that like I know you think that this is possible, but it's not possible anymore. That's not how the world works, child. Kind of like that very wise kind of like
I
watchful.
was to like try to give like a little wink wink.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Be safe, all of you.
You to this Marauder. Be safe. And good luck.
I will.
Re-
And you slip out the
Remember,
back door.
Esmeralda, my angel was watching you, so you won't fall the first time you nearly fall.
All the more reason to stay here and keep these people safe. And she, like, cocks her crossbow effectively. And you guys step
Hurricane.
back out into the streets of Vallaki as the sun sets. And as it does, you hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no. A chorus of wolf howls just pierce the skies. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Nice one.
I wonder if
Hey,
the
guys.
father has removed curse.
Van Helsing.
Shit. Fuck.
Uh,
Oh, this reminds me when I wanted to make my first character for Strahd, I wanted to make a fucking vampire hunter using a sling and name him Van Helsing.
yeah.
Hellsling.
Didn't you make that as an NPC?
I didn't make him as an NPC afterwards.
Yeah.
Yes. With Helsling.
There wasn't enough brain bleach to actually fully get rid of that. Oh,
Yeah.
what a sesh.
That was a good session.
That was a good one.
Another travel and
Right.
everything. Great.
Yeah.
We got all the way to Vallaki, and now you're uncovering, the consequences of earlier actions.
Yeah.
I'll just say a quick
Or,
thank you
or
to...
inactions.
Yeah, exactly. I'll say a quick thank you to Xpandelove for her raid earlier right at the start of the stream. And then I will end it here. Thank you so much, everyone. And we will see you, if not next week, the week after. We'll see
Yep.
what
Indeed.
happens.
Who knows?
We're busy
Maybe
as
we all
fuck.
die.
See you guys later.
Take it easy.
Bye all.
Bye.
Bye bye.